Hey everyone, Pun here, a Pun Hound who likes to play gacha games. Looking for someone who plays a lot of gacha? I got you covered. And today we are doing Amidst the Wings of Grey, a event that came out that pretty much, from what I understand, is the 8.5 chapter in a sense. So basically, if you haven't finished chapter 8, you would get vastly spoiled. Luckily, I have finished chapter 8, so I'm able to do this event without getting spoiled. So, before I begin, this was streamed live on pun_need at twitch.com. I stream Wednesday through Saturdays, so go ahead and hop on by. We are going to be getting started right into it by starting the story. I know there's an invitable survey. I'm going to be probably checking that out later, but right now, we're going to be checking out the story, so let's get into it. So, I have no idea what's going on. Well, okay. To recap, if I remember correctly, the last thing that we knew was that, technically we were dealing with, Tent, and Tent was like, hey, give me back my stuff, da-da-da-da, you know, my memories and stuff like that. So, this is gonna be interesting because and then right when we were about to basically defeat her, we got a call from Lena, and they were yelling us through the comms. So we're gonna find out right now what it's about with this one. Okay. The vines of destiny break through the barrier. Also, the reason, if you watch my other videos while I'm in the corner here, the dialogue box is huge and covers up most of the screen. So this is where I can go without blocking too much of anything. But anyway, now I said that, the vines of destiny break through the barrier. Let's begin. All right. Dandelion slowly exits the room and stands upright under the night sky. Okay, wait. Oh, Dandelion! We remember that was from the previous chapters. Wait, we're gonna see her? The clouds greatly scatter and the moonlight shines on her. While she is the only one in the garden, a pair of images suddenly appears. She seems to realize something and closes her eyes. Her mouth curves up in a faint smile and she bows, as though welcoming someone. Hello. Are you voiced? You're here? I guess you're not voiced. You here? It's your first time coming to see me in 10 years. Makes me feel a little lonely. There is nothing in front of Dandelion, but the familiar form in her eyes is standing before her, clear as day. We haven't seen each other in so long. But you aren't even discussing anything related to me. How cruel. Is that voice? Huh. ... It might be just being an instant for you, but it's a long time for me, and that person, it is endless torment. That's terrible, don't you think? Isn't that too cruel for that person? ... How could I possessively refuse you? I was just gripping. Surely you'll permit me to indulge myself a little, won't you? ... Okay, this is interesting. A little weird, but interesting. Huh? What is going on? I knew it. Selfishness is unavoidable, even for someone like you. Okay, you need to calm down. What did I do? Like, bro, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Like, bruh. Anyway. Dandelion looks at the girl before her who does not deny this, and shakes her head as though in self-mockery. Everything has changed, possibly for the better, but possibly for the worse. Everything that happened 10 years ago feels like a lovely dream compared to now. Sometimes I wonder if I ever had woken up yet. If not for my neurolog telling me it actually did happen, I'd forgotten that unforgettable time. Did you expect all this too? Or were you standing aside, watching aloofly as we flail around like a trope of clowns? What is going on with you, girl? ... Okay, you are grudging. You have grudge. I understand. Your arrival implies a new trial is upon us. Still, you chose to stand aside and watch back then. Now you're spouting pretentious lines about how you want that person to walk back into fire. Do you think you're going too far? Or is this one of your little indulgences? Dandelion leisurely walks in front of that invisible presence. Her face does not change, but Dandelion, who was born of the same origin as her, already knows the answer in her heart. Yes, I know. I have to do this. I know them well. For them, trials have never been a difficult thing. But that person has lost everything. Wealth, fame, comrades, their precious future. All our former friends, namely those dolls. Everyone and everything has been taken from them, and a great price must be paid for them to gain the strength and rise again. Yet more than strength is the question of how to make them want to rise up once more. That truly puzzles me. Surely you have a way to steer the future in the direction which is not bound by the terms of Mephisto, do you not? But it's you. You'd surely reply that everything that happened was meant to protect that person. After all, that person is the catcher in the rye. Am I wrong? Dandelion freezes up. For a moment, there's an impalpable shade of emotion on her face. However, she immediately resumes her usual smile, and then continues talking like she's trying to convince herself. After all, it's the most important thing. ... That might be true. That might be true, but it's also a prison of sorts. 10 years is by no means a short span of time for humans. Even if it was the right choice, it still ended up hurting that person, and for the second time too. I wonder, as someone who made a ruthless choice, do you feel sorry for the person you hurt? Dandelion tilts her head ever so slightly, as though she's ready to listen to a confession. She seems to be looking forward to making life hard for her conversational partner, but it doesn't last long, because she's then proceeded to state her own request. ... Alright. It's not like it's particularly difficult for me anyway. I shall carefully calculate the odds of you fulfilling your wish. And then I shall move in a mysterious way to guide that person's destiny to join with yours. Will that satisfy you, my dear sister? Sister? Huh? Okay, I am lost. Keep in mind, little admission, like I said, I have not played one at all, so I'm completely in the dark, and yeah. But this is interesting. ... It's going to take a bit of time, and there's no drawbacks for me besides things being a little annoying. However, the price that you will have to pay is going to be so high that even I'm having trouble imagining it, you know? ... Alright, since it's related to that person, I shall have to exert myself and give it a try. I promise to watch how that person's life ends after all. But in exchange, you'll have to help me fulfill our wish, okay? Dandelion opens her eyes, her face still with a smile, and gently lifts. She gazes at the radiant moon and begins talking to herself in a self-deprecating tone. Okay. Goodness, you're just like before. running off and abandoning me the moment you're done talking. Hang on. Okay, nothing else is open, because that's the thing. I'm hearing like something in the background. I'm like, what? Huh. I wonder if that's just the background. Huh. It's like in the background of the music. Kind of subtle, but you can kind of hear it. I'm looking. I don't have anything else open, so I'm guessing that's the thing. So, hopefully things will be okay. Huh. Still, the boring days are finally over. An age of fire and blood is upon us once more, and I wonder what kind of destiny awaits them in such a world. Yes, it's been a while yet until that day comes. Until then, I should probably start doing some things I promised her. Daiyan slowly raises her arms, and then she claps rapidly. Almost immediately, a girl with black hair like hers appears behind her. Okay. Lady Daiyan, you come? Helly, I need a network access to the beacon network in the central region. Oh yes, help me say hi to the old bunch and tell them their peaceful lives are over. Oh. Okay. Would you like me to sugarcoat that message? Just give it to them straight. They will understand my meeting with joy in their hearts. Yes, I will take care of it at once. The girl called Helly leaves without a sound, leaving a dandelion alone in the garden. When will our day of reunion come? It's such an exciting thought. Okay. Dandelion, you cray-cray. I mean, she does look nice, but she's also cray-cray. But she looks nice. She's cray-cray. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay, I'm actually really interested in this. All right, so let's go. For the next event, the melody arrives upon the wind of notes and notes out of tune. All right, let's go into it. The desolate plains are host to a cluster of buildings that stand out among the surroundings, but are otherwise rather shabby. They sit within a temporary quarantine wall. Ooh, this is pretty nice and mellow. I like it. Several sets of thick railway tracks extend inward from the distance, intersecting at the small intercontinental railway supply station. This seemingly unassuming supply station serves as a repository for the supplies from outside the contamination zone, and it is also the last and only hope for anyone seeking to leave the yellow zone. As the quarantine walls gate opens, a rust-speckled intercontinental railway train slowly pulls into the supply station. Amidst the strident alarms, radiation cleansing wash is sprayed onto the train, cars, and pours off the side, emitting an acrid odor. As the train slows down, a deafening metallic shriek echoes within the building, causing surrounding travelers to reflexively cover their ears. The train comes to a halt, and its heavily blast doors open. Gangways extend from the train's platform, and the passengers steam off the vehicle. Steam off or stream off? Hang on a minute. I brought water. Didn't think I was going to be reading this heavily. Oh my. The passengers all look tired as they drag their luggage off the trains. However, one of them is not like the others. As she hops, skips, and jumps off down the ramp. Who is it? Is it the girl? Ah! That ride was so boring. Jing Yu.
So much for an express train. I was stuck in my seat for 20, count them, 20 hours. My bones feel like they're being shaken to bits. As an elite doll, aren't you made of sterner stuff than that? Even if an elite doll can handle the having to sit still in a chair the size of a wash bin, isn't that right, big sis?
An elegantly dressed doll emerges from the cabin car. She gently pats Jingu's head, which manages to soothe the somewhat antsy little sister. Okay. Oh, there she is! She is very beautiful.
It must be hard on you, but I don't think that's enough to get better. Better the best little sister in that world, am I right?
Upon hearing Daiyan's words, Jingu goes from pouting in annoyance to smiling broadly as she smugly plants her hands on her waist.
Of course, I was just venting a little. It's not as if though I was actually bothered by it. Sanjui, how are you doing?
As a doll, being able to get this seed at all is pretty good.
We shouldn't have asked you.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's been hard on everyone. There are still a few hours until the transfer train arrives. Shall we rest at the train station? Big sis, we spent that collapsed pieces we saved up for half a year on travel expenses for this journey. Was it really necessary? It's true that cross-country travel is a little expensive, but there was an important reason for it. What kind of reason could worth half a year of income? That's a secret for now. But for once you find out, I'm sure you'll be surprised. A surprise? I hope it won't turn out to be a shock instead. I'm sure Daiyan has a reason for doing what she did. Shouldn't you have absolute faith in her as her little sister? That's true, but we've spent so much money, and I don't even know the reason why. Can't you let me complain a little? I think our luggage for this trip's been unloaded. Go over and get our traveling cases before someone takes them, okay? Oh! My collection is my luggage. I can't lose them again this time.
Jingu, I hope I'm saying I'm hoping. She frankly runs towards the luggage carousel. Daiyan sighs quietly as Jingu walks up to her. I'm gonna be taking a lot of water because all these voices. Frankly speaking, don't really understand the purpose of this journey. If they expand the range of our tour, then there's no point in going so far for a train. Wouldn't even make the money for the tickets back for our concert earnings. Our destination is far away from our current active radius. I'm sure you wouldn't have chosen this region if you didn't have a reason for it.
Indeed. I have a very important reason for doing this.
Okay, you gonna tell us?
An important friend contacted me some time back, and while she didn't tell me why I had to be here, I am sure that it was related to our shared past.
An important friend? Does that mean it's related to your past in Griffin?
Yes, for a certain reason. My friend did not want to leave any records that we knew about this head ahead of time.
What a strange reason.
Sorry I dragged you into this.
Don't worry about it. Besides, it's not like I had anywhere else to go. She stretches, seemingly to put Daiyan at ease, and Daiyan responds with a smile. Jijuin piercing's voice. I think Jane Hughes. I'm trying to say her name right, but yeah. Voice rings out from the distance. I apologize. I am trying to say it as correctly as I can.
Big sis, this is bad.
Daiyan and Zhao Hui return to look towards the sound of the voice and see her being chased by several men in security guard uniforms. What did you do?
Huh?
The guards are trying to handcuff her, but her strength and agility are far beyond theirs. She calls out loudly to Daiyan as she runs.
These stupid guards won't listen to me at all.
This smuggler is a tricky one. Get more guys in here to surround her.
You're the smuggler. Your mom's is a...
No way. Okay.
You're the smuggler. Your mom is a smuggler.
Oh my gosh. I'll take a picture of that later. That's too funny. As she makes a larger and larger ruckus, the surrounding travelers gather around to gawk at the more security guards swarm over. What did she do? Daiyan and her immediately run over to her, blocking her behind them, and then Daiyan whispers to her.
Don't worry. Don't hurt the humans. Otherwise, it will get very troublesome.
Hopefully. She replies with knowing nod and attempts to take down the oncoming security guards aside with minimum force. After seeing the doll's prowess, the guards freeze up, unwilling to recklessly approach them. However, there is a sound of a handgun chambering a round in the distance. A middle-aged man who looks like a police officer stalks over to them and the others. Really, police? Stay struggling or I will open fire.
Oh no.
That face. She's not happy. Daiyan looks around herself. While this is just a minor transfer station, they will get extremely troublesome if they do get detained here. Since they haven't broken the law, their current priority is to figure out why she was being chased by the security personnel.
Officer, we're just an ordinary travelers. Why are you trying to arrest my sister?
The railroad police officer looks at her up and down. He shows no signs of lowering his gun. Are you a doll? Dolls of your grade are a rarity around here. Okay. I don't see that matters about anything, but okay. Huh. Where's your owner? Get him out of here. Here, I want to speak to him. They don't have an owner, technically. I don't think. Yeah, because they're here on their own.
Officer, we own ourselves as we have proper credentials. Here is our electronic ID.
Still suspicious, the officer scans Daiyan and the other's ID. His system indicates that they are indeed self-owned and authorized to travel freely. Darn! So you really are self-owned dolls. That's something you don't see every day. The railway officer finds it hard to believe his eyes. Then he looks back at the questions of security guards who were chasing her. Chasing her sister. What's with those dolls? Our reports reveal weapons in their luggage. They've got guns. Lots of guns.
We are authorized to bear fire control course and use weapons. Our IDs already show this. We also declared the other weapons before boarding the train. You can find it in the hazardous goods transport permit section.
The police officer eyes the security guard behind him, who frequently opens his turbo and goes through it. While there, he lowers his head and speaks dejectedly. Well, he's fired.
It's all there.
What? What in the Benji? What in the Benji are you morons playing at? You don't even know how to check IDs and forms?
But our scanners threw up an alarm and we saw the guns and thought we should detain them.
Wow, that's why none of you managed to get a proper posting so far. You clowns can't forget about being promoted for the rest of your lives.
The railway police officer makes a big show of berating security men while he pulls them aside, then quietly speaks to them. They say they're dolls who can get clearance like this, have a complicated past. You shouldn't get involved with them. Darn it! Even humans don't even get this type of treatment. They're licensed to carry weapons and fire control cores, though they must be tactical dolls from some PMC. A PMC? Then maybe the dolls are...
Oh wait, did they know about Griffin?
Kaboom!
Suddenly, there's a massive explosion from outside. A huge plume of smoke rises from the quarantine wall. In the distance, a shockwave from the explosion washes over them. Many people lose their balance and fall to the ground.
What? What was that?
The sound of screaming comes from the direction of the explosion. A panicked crowd begins running this way.
Ah! It's a boojum!
Ah! A boojum is hitting the quarantine so well. A boojum? Run! Run for your life! Fear and insanity spreads through the crowd, and the surrounding tourists drop their luggage as they frantically run in the opposite direction. Darn it! How many times has it been this month? Chief! We got an LED intrusion. Get your guns and follow me. Something suddenly occurs at the railway police officer, and he turns around to address the dolls.
We're outgunned here. Can you help us out? Since you're tactical dolls, dealing with LD should be a piece of cake for you, right? What? What should we do?
We should take our luggage and run.
No, we can't. There are too many civilians here. The consequences of LDs broken here would be unimaginable.
But if that was a boojum, it's not something we can handle. After seeing the dolls hesitate, the railway officer immediately chimes in. Just think about the unarmed civilians. As tactical dolls, shouldn't your priority be protecting the humans?
How about this?
To help us out, I can help you apply for security secret within the railroad network. That way, you'll never be stopped or questioned no matter which station you go to.
Sounds like a good deal to me. Then we'll... Wait a minute, big sis. I have one condition. Can we get better seats on the next trip?
No problem. I'll think of something.
Upon hearing this set of upgrades, she eyes practically glow with excitement.
Daiyan looks at her, who nods back in response. Now that our friends have agreed, Daiyan makes up her mind.
Understood, officer. Please allow us to assist you. The railway officer entrusted the region to us. Make sure you don't let ELDs into the station. Wow! Over there, big sis. There's a huge hole in this section of the wall over there in the distance. The ELDs must have entered through there.
Looks like the work of a boojum. What should we do if we encounter it?
It's just a boojum. I'll rip it to bits.
Surely you know what a boojum are, right?
They're strong ELDs, aren't they?
I knew it.
We won't be engaged in the boojum. If we run into it, we'll flee immediately.
Understood.
Yes. Got it, big sis. Focus on the ELDs drawing close. Prepare for battle. All right. Yeah. Okay. So this is in voice. So this is gonna be a little strenuous on me. I'm gonna need more water for this, aren't I? All right. So let the team do their thing. But this is very interesting. Okay, so we are at the beginning of this, and I'm actually really curious as to how it links up to. Grenade throw. So this is in voice, which is interesting, but I guess we don't have really anything else to do. But we'll. Hey, by the way, my dolls should be able to do this auto-ly. That's why I'm leaving it on auto. Because I'm gonna be really honest, my team is like level 47. Like, this isn't gonna be a thing. But I'm very curious as to how to, where this goes and everything. Because I don't know anything about Girls Frontline 1 in a sense, so this is all new to me. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, and I'm very excited to see that. Daiyan looks amazing. I kind of read up on her a little bit because I saw her on Twitter, so I wasn't really surprised to see her. I did see her, but it's only because of things. So I know a little bit about her. I guess she's a virus or something. I don't know. We'll find out though. Oh yeah, she is very pretty. She is very pretty. But anyway, with that out of the way, we just finished. After eliminating the LEDs within the area, Daiyan contacts the railway police officer over with the radio. Officer, this area is clear. There's a bunch of quarantine wall here and an elevator level of classification at our position. Please warn any nearby humans not to approach. Understood. Thank you. I've already contacted nearby railway units for support. Please ensure no EDs get through on your side until they arrive. Alright, leave it to us. Also, you're best not pass through the quarantine walls and outside. You might run into something bad out there. Is there a problem over there? We've received reports of other groups being after there. A lot of people have gone missing recently. Boojum sightings have been increasing recently, and there are rumors about a cult operating nearby. Do your best not get involved. It's not the cult we're thinking, right? It's not that cult. Tiny rocks! Okay, let's hope it's not. But okay. Thank you for the reminder. We'll pay attention to this. Ding you wait. I'm gonna call her you. There we go. We'll do you because of the you. You puts her weapon down and stretches lazily. What the heck? The ELDs are wimps. After seeing all those humans running scared, I thought we encountered some big monster. We're lucky that we didn't run into that big monster. Boom! You had the jinx it, didn't you? Here we go. There's another explosion, which sounds like it came from a much closer time. It gives you a fright. Another explosion? More ELD again? There's no way these Mook ELDs could have caused so much damage. That Boojum might be nearby. If it was the Boojum, we'd have heard its roars. That's true. We'll head over and take a look. We need to completely clear the area of threats. The dolls rarely approached the origin explosion just now, but in the thick smoke is left in its wake hasn't completely dispersed yet. Fortunately, they are calling LEDs. Apart from the sounds of burning and wind blowing, everything is silent. After making their way through the smoke, they see a branch of the quarantine wall not far ahead. The surrounding area a mess. Sands and invisible glass particles are streaming in through the breach.
The dolls are stunned by the extent of the devastation here. However, the truly shocked them is there's something that mostly does not belong in a place like this, right in the middle of the breach.
But, big sis! There's something lying on the ground!
She looks over and sees a girl with blue hair on the ground. Her hands are tightly clenched around her weapon, and there are 3 strange spheres circling her. What? No, wait. We have purple. There's no way. There's no way. Wait, no. There's no way. There's no way. What? The spheres glow with blue light, and the heat blowing off them makes the surrounding air ripple. It's plain to see that the previous destruction was their work.
Is that a doll? Is that a doll?
Daiyan slowly approaches the doll on the ground, but UI immediately stops in front of her. We'll call her UI. Stops in front, just steps up to stop her. Wait a minute. Don't go over there. Daiyan looks at the doll. Oh. I'll call her Yan because we'll call her Yan. Yan looks at the doll. The spheres have changed position, begun glowing to respond to her approach. It looks like they might attack at any moment.
Is that some kind of autonomous defense system? Ah, why would a doll have something like that? The last time we saw something like that, it was around 10 years ago, right?
Just as the dolls come to the hold, other spheres suddenly flash with light before flying rapidly in the opposite directions from Yan and company.
Those spheres are away. Does that mean it's safe?
Your logic pathways sure are simple. What if there's another trap?
I'm not picking up any threats for the moment. That doll looks like she crashed. Watch our surroundings. I'm going to try to reboot her. You want to do it here? Can't we just haul it back at the train station and then be done with it? I have questions for her. For some reason, I get a feeling that we have something in common. Is this related to the past you were talking about?
The reason we couldn't know about
ahead of time? Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting. I'm sure there's a reason that we come all the way here.
While Yu looks a little confused, she nods towards Yan anyway. After seeing the 2 dolls scan the surroundings, Yan begins working on the doll. She carefully turns the doll's body over and finds her connection port. She attempts to connect the other dolls near her cloud, and its firewall structure seems strangely familiar to her.
Are you alright, big sis? Since when did you become an electronic warfare expert? Connecting her was easy. The IFF handshake protocol she uses is the same as ours. The same? How could that be the same? He's got the same IFF data as you? And haven't you figured out why yet? What? Was she in Griffin too? But then, why don't I remember her at all? You'll have your answer once she wakes up.
Daiyan breaks the connection and gets to her feet. The other 2 dolls approach her, waiting for the doll's neuroclaws to finish rebooting. As she looks at the doll before her, Yan has a rough idea of what to expect. Okay. That's interesting. What is going on? Well then, let's continue, I guess. This is gonna be interesting. Ooh, my goodness. Apparently I'm so stressed I'm yawning. That's the thing, right? Yeah, yawning de-stresses you. Yeah, I'm right about that. Oh wait, we're back here! Oh, we're back here. What? Oh, cool. I'm sitting in front of one of my big drop windows besides the main console, blowing on my cup, and I sip the revolt. the revolting coffee, I think about how to handle the upcoming situation. Paradas has been sighted. Dolls like Tons and Dratra attacked us. And then there's the recent transformation. All this makes me sink deep into thought. While I'm trying to search things out, something in my heart is protesting. Huh. Okay, so I literally had to do a voice for you. Let's see what voice. Oh, I got it. Huh. So the past has caught up with me at last. Just then, Mei Ling opens the door in Ops room, walking towards me as she works her tablet. Upon hearing me mutter to myself, Mei Ling puts down her tablet in curiosity and speaks to me.
What were you talking about, Commander?
It's nothing. Just an adult pointless grumbling. How's that doll?
Are you talking about Tons?
Wait, what? Wait, so we took her in? It had to be because... Oh! Oh. Wait, what? Okay.
She's already inside the doll repair bay. I just ran the first round of concert assisted dinosaur. Looks like she's been very badly damaged. Most of it wasn't from Leader, though. Just what on earth happened to her before?
I wish someone would tell me that. Let's just bring her in and do some base repairs on her. We'll have to watch her around the clock, though.
Yeah, Leader Girls has said so, too. She's already arranged for rotating shifts to man the security cameras, and we'll have dolls stationed in the repair bay.
Alright, I can rest easy knowing Rose is handling this.
Ah, Commander?
What's going on?
Are you really going to bring Helena out with you again? Ever since we brought Helena back from Paradas, she hasn't been feeling too well.
We can't let people keep pursuing her. It's not enough just to keep Helena safe. We need to gather more information and launch the adequate counterattack.
I know that, but I'm just worried.
Don't worry. Everything will get better.
Really? For some reason, the look in your eyes seems different from before.
Different?
In addition, in the past, you always had a kind smile on your face, but ever since you got involved with Paradas, your eyes have started looking kind of scary.
I fake cough to hide my actual display of an emotion. After seeing the worried in Mei Ling's eyes, I make a show struggling to try to calm her down. Sorry, Mei Ling. I've received something. I think I recalled something from the past. Don't worry, I won't put others in danger. I won't let this happen again. My words don't sound the least bit reassuring, but fortunately Mei Ling doesn't probe any further into it.
Well, if you say so, Commander.
I nod at Mei Ling, and Mei Ling nods back, though whatever or not she actually understands remains in question.
How are things on Colophine's end? If Helena's right, can you have Colophine let me speak to her for a bit?
Wait, sorry. Okay, well.
They ought to be in the medical room. Can I go over there and take a look?
I gave the commander your voice. My bad. Yes, please. Pass the message on. Mei Ling nods to me, then turns to have the leave the ops room. After watching her leave, I take a look at myself through the reflection of the window glass. Am I really that scary? It seems the ripples which the transmission set off in my heart were larger than I expected. My regrets over the past surge to the force alongside my hopes in the future. Before I had not been willing to recall the past, and neither did I dare dream about the change in the in the future. Right now, however, my heart is bursting out uncontrollably into my mind. Perhaps I had been trapped in the events from 10 years ago all this time. I look into the glass again. My face does seem a little twisted. I should drink some more coffee. To cover it up. Ah! It's hot. Annoyed, I put down my mug, and I catch sight of the nearby control terminal. I had heard news that I had tied my heart up in knots here just half a day ago. I rub my temples and begin recalling the events from back then. This is chapter 8. Here it is. Yep, okay, so this is from the event.
No time to backtrace. No time to either. I've only been able to go through the basic mazes to everyone. Times is out there and the storm is bad. Will it be alright, Commander?
Rosa?
Emily nearby confirmed to be just one.
Is it tons?
Yes.
A burst of static comes through the comms, making it difficult to out what Rosa is saying. Is it just her, not other Predators combat units?
No, Emily confirmed to have left the combat area.
She retreated?
She's remaining outside our fire range and not leaving. There's the commission request. Caller unknown.
Put it through. Garza, stay alert. Mailing displays a new comms window with a projection screen. I walk up the projection screen.
Good day.
I find myself looking at Tons, who is wearing a hood. I cannot be certain if the collapsed storm is affecting the signal reception or if Tons' vocalization model is damaged, but her words are very choppy, and the simple greeting took her seconds to get out. It is a terrible day. Hey, this should be the first time I've seen you in the flesh, Tons. Chasing us here, tailing us. What do you want?
Tons, my name?
Huh?
You know who I am. Please tell me. Still trying these jealous tricks on me.
Tons makes no reply of any sort of movement. She looks like a stamp image pressed to the pasted on the projection screen. Rosa, sit rep.
No abnormalities. No movements from enemy unit.
I have no time for this. Groza, get rid of her.
Tell me.
Tens takes off her hood, revealing her exposed sexually protruding eyeballs and mangled metallic hardware. Near Laurel authorization unlock limit. Tell me. Give me the order, Commander.
A new comms request. A credit channel called Lighter Than Dawn, Shining Edge in hand.
Put it through.
Commander!
Lana, what's wrong?
Are you busy, Commander?
It's nothing, just a battle. This doll called Tan showed up again, although she looks a little weird.
Well, if you need a deal with her, I got a handy little helper that I can lend you.
A handy little helper?
Is this the commander who conquered far away?
Wait, is it who I think it is?
Is the commander who conquered far and wide back from having too much trouble with a single doll? Looks like the good stuff Sia was talking about isn't as good as much at all.
It's her.
That voice. Could it be? That's right. It's Miss Dandelion. She said she had an urgent business with you, so I activated the emergency communication system. Is now a good time for a talk, Commander?
Normally, that would be the case. It would be a different matter if she could lend us a hand. Lena picks up my meaning and opens the link window. Dandelion's image instantly projects out of the comm terminal. Dandelion is still the same as she was 10 years ago, still acting all smug at a critical moment. Still, she's knocking on my door. That's gotta be something she needs me to do for her. It would be more efficient to let her take care of the emergency until then. You really don't stand on ceremony, do you, Commander? You're always having me clean up a big mess for you. Well, I'm sure it's not a big loss for a great and powerful Dandelion to help us out, right? Alright then, what's the problem now? I suddenly realized that I've been a long time since we've last spoke like this, but I ended up taking this tone with her. Taking this tone with her anyway. For some reason, I'm not worried at all that she'll be repulsed by my attitude. In fact, even her seemingly mocking tone is putting me at ease. As expected, Dandelion's smile is that familiar yet annoying way. Every time I see her smile, I just know she might be laughing like a hyena deep inside her virtual cognition image. But at the same time, I know she'll step in to solve my issues. I dragged the video message Gorgeous sent me back to the comms window. Dandelion instantly recognized the person within it. Huh? Is that the third generation doll Tons? You know her? I found information on her easily enough in the GnomeFi database. She's the Gerard Group's newest product that are pride and joy. A third generation doll? So just like Ro then. Her hardware is a little bit more advanced with the design as a standpoint. All I can say is that she's nothing more than a crude copy. In short, way worse than Ro. A copy, forget it. That's not important. Although she looks pretty messed up, her firing power still poses a major threat to us. What should we do? The best way to deal with the fake is the real thing, of course. If I'm not wrong, you acquired remodeling power technology already, right? Have you used it? Mailing? I've outdated the leader Groza and the others remodeling powers, but for some reason the maximum burst output is stuck at 68%. Not 69, because that would be nice. If I could enter the Elmo systems, I might be able to solve the problem of the monitoring patterns out limited output. And then your squad's combat power will rise like whoosh, and then you'll be out one shot that times before dragging your frame back. I'm sure the third gen doll's neurocloud contains lots of info on the Gerard Group. If you let me take care of it, I could crack it just like that. Sounds good to me. Groza, keep a seat difference from Tons. Dandelion can boost the maximum output of her mom powder. Once that's done, take her out and recover her frame. Dandelion? Dandelion. Can we trust her? She's an old friend. In any case, we'll upgrade it ASAP. Once I give the word, launch the attack. Understood. We'll keep our distance and stand by for further instructions. Groza's team begins falling back as I single Dandelion to work as fast as she can. Miss Mailing, are you the Elmo's adjutant? Will you allow me to enter the Elmo system? I think Mailing would.
Well...
You can enter without asking her, you know. Good manners are very important for girls, Commander. You always breaking your subordinates' hearts because you keep forgetting that. Ouch! Dang! Dang, girl, dang. Okay, I'm liking her. I'm really liking her.
You're Miss Dandelion, right? How are you planning to get into the Elmo systems?
You need to tell me whether I can come in first.
Commander?
It's alright. She'll probably more familiar with the Elmos than we are, but we need to get that upgrade ASAP.
Then please come in, Miss Dandelion.
As you wish.
The Elmo shakes violently, and the lights sway as well. The monitors on the command console begin to throw off sparks. Mailing nervously sucks the breath in, terrified that she made the wrong decision. I pat her on the back, indicating she shouldn't be worried. However, she looks at me with nervous eyes. Soon, the monitors light back up like normal. Daiyan must be back.
All the modules. All the modules here have been cared for very well. Looks like Miss Melee is more capable than I expected. You're in our systems already? Oh yes, I booted up the data back. I booted up a data backup from 10 years ago, and thanks to the massive data center of the Elmo and the nearby single beacon, I managed to update part of my virtual cognition image data. Once it's completely fused with me, we'll all be happy campers here together. I palm my face. The scenario I least wanted seems to come to hand. Pass. I can practically imagine the tragic day ahead of us. Wait a minute. Oh yes, I booted up the back. Once it's completely fused with me, we'll be happy campers here together. She's the Elmo now. Oh no. The commander's like, oh no. Wait, a backup from 10 years ago?
Yeah, 10 years ago, girl.
Have you been to the Elmo before, Miss Dandelion? Well, that's a long story. You see, 10 years ago, the commander of yours, who leisurely sitting over there, used little old me as vehicle support AI and had me do labor for them all day long.
We get a sassy AI. Oh, I'm going to love every minute of this. Hey!
Isn't that the same as
No, Mailing! Wait, Mailing! No, it's not, okay, yeah.
What I mean is that you helped Elmo running in the past as well? So don't worry, I'll take a big chunk of your workload. However, the priority right now is the remodeling pattern up and running. Mailing, you have connected reconnected the remodeling patterns back in systems to the Elmo? Yes. I need you to open the database and give me necessary authorization so I get through the past data. Commander, can you give me a minute?
I'll let you handle it.
Looks like it's time for me to talk then.
Lena, where's Colin?
I was just about to get to Miss Colin. Dandelion and Miss Colin already contacted me. Seems there's been a change situation, so Haley's destination will need to be altered a little.
So, we're not going to cave?
Oh, our presentation might have been leaked. And Miss Colin's still looking for its source. Till then, we'll be transferring Daiyan to our reliable group. Right now, the Jiraiya group has their eyes on the Elmo. Having Daiyan remain on the Elmo will be too dangerous for both her and the Elmo. It is a pretty high-profile vehicle.
So, got any specifics about the plan?
I'll explain later. In any case, there is much work for you to do, Commander.
If it's just listening, all that work takes longer than a minute, it seems like I'll need to mentally prepare myself.
Commander, I've finished analyzing the problems of the remodeling pattern. Do you want to hear about them?
Go ahead.
That's amazing. I can't believe she took care of everything in less than a minute. Any problems that can be covered by the Elmo's processing power is not a problem at all. I made some deductions based on the data that I found. The data on the plants and grows and the others remodeling patterns was inaccurate, which led to not being able to absorb collapsed particles at full efficiency. But resolving the issue will require the same calibration data. That sort of thing can wait until later. Right now, I perform some simple stimulated calibrations. That should bring the remodeling output from 68 to up to 85%. Still not full output, but that should be more than enough to deal with the third generation doll. Has it already been done? You can use it right away.
Understood. Rosa, check your armor pattern. Can you raise your output to 85%?
Yes. Yes, the remodeling pattern maximum output has been increased. Commander, should I continue the attack on her?
Your orders are unchanged. Take her down and recover her frame.
Understood. Executing now.
Oh, wait, are we fighting? Yeah, okay, we're fighting her. All right, so yeah, wow. So yeah, this takes place, wow, yeah, right after. All right, so let's go. So, we now have an AI. We literally have an AI. Wait. Why is she in her hood? That's interesting. Okay, I don't know why they use that model, but okay. But anyway, let's go. Yeah, we should be fine though with this team. But yeah, I'm very curious about what's going to be going on here, because so yeah, that was a direct thing, which is shocking. I don't know what's going on though. So now we got Dandelion. So we got Jan coming over to help us out. We also have yeah, we just got a lot of players coming into play. I'm very curious how this plays out. We got a lot of moving parts. And this is an event for bloody sakes. Holy Benji. You really got to keep up with this event if you want to stay. Oh, and she's down in 2 turns. All right. But yeah, I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Commander, we've recovered Tan's frame. Estimated 20 minutes until we get back to the Elmo.
Thank you. Thank you. You've done well. Take care on your way back.
Understood. We're heading back. Well, that's the little Groza for you. She's shotted the doll the moment she got an upgrade. I didn't expect someone who chased new trends as much as you would bring an old subordinate, Commander.
I'm not a trend chaser.
Really now? But why don't I? Really? But then why don't I see a single familiar face?
Shouldn't you be the one who knows the reason for the best? Shouldn't you be the one who best knows the reason for that and best understands what happens back then, Dandelion? Yeah, you would know. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Oh ho! Of course I understand. Is there anyone who understands you better than me, Commander? I simply thought your reaction. When I praised it was a way it would be very amusing. Naturally, I understand that your bond is by limitations of the Mephisto agreement, because some people are so terrified of you that the thought of you not being separated from those cute little dolls of yours keeps them up at night. And here I thought you had wasted away to that point where you've gotten used to those days of drifting but the wind.
You didn't have to say that.
What's this, Commander? Are you mad? Frustrated? Worth even?
You are a troll, and I am loving every minute of you. I looked away. I look down and away from her. There is no response. I know that I'm not angry. Rather, thought that she has hit the nail on the head and left me feeling a little guilty instead. All this while, I thought I completed my mission, so I didn't want to experience those despair-inducing things again. Things like watching my friends die and sacrificing my subordinates. Oh, poor Commander. Still, despite everything we did, everything's everything, Paratus is still around. Well, that sucks. If my mission was a failure, then what was the point of everything I did back then? Oh, Commander!
It just means you had to finish the mission. That's all. You just gotta finish it. Once you finish it and take down this person, you can go back to vibing. It's just a simple little issue.
As I ponder this, the regrets I've been hiding in the depths of my heart surged into the fore again. Oh.
It's not like I understand how you feel. Maybe a new beginning might not be so bad after all. Perhaps those supposers could come back and work for you again.
A new beginning? What kind of beginning?
Perhaps we could start with a teeny tiny accident.
I don't have time for your riddles.
Ah, you wooed me. I guess little Miss Nye will have to explain then.
Lena?
It's like this. Kaylee had an idea and she wants you to meet up at the 404 after this.
You mean with the 45 and the others?
No, Leva. That is, let's say 45, is still on the mission with Miss Kaylee now.
God's leading 404 now, and Kuke's. I know, she's 416. She's finally become 404's leader like she always wanted.
Aww. Yeah, she and her team are on a mission of aliens and was hoping you could send a squad over to back them up, and in case something dangerous happened. That way, you'll be making contact with them through a request posted on Notify. Doing that shouldn't cause too many problems.
Got it. Give me the coins and the time. All prepared for it.
Well, it's not too urgent. Their mission is still in the preparation phase. They'll let you know if they need support. Also, there's something else more important. Like I said earlier, Alien needs to get to Lviv. LVIV? That's right. The Non-Vitality Force Administration has forces under its complete control there, including hospitals and comprehensive care units. However, Ms. Kellen wants to bring her via the Intercontinental Railway. Sending her via Elmo would attract too much attention. Considering her past experience, it's not like her Conway is that much safer.
That's true. That's actually very true.
Last time it was because there was a problem with the pickup of your destination. We'll make sure that doesn't happen again. But you didn't actually have any difficulties on your way to via train, right, Commander?
That's true. ...
Well, that Intercontinental Railway on the cities it passes through might not be 100% safe. It's at least the enemy won't be able to attack them so openly. In comparison, moving through the containment zone is riskier.
Well, doesn't... Wait, hang on. Isn't it like, I'm trying to think. Isn't it like safer for her to go through the carrying zone because it helps her? But I'm actually curious about that. Yeah, isn't it safer for her to do that because that's how it is? I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. Okay. I suppose that's true. The thing is, while I can't still ensure telling the safety of the Elmo, I'm confident of bringing her out without an adequate expert. Because even that, on I think it was like one of the chapter 4 or 5. Yeah, because like literally we just left her with one dock and they already got nabbed. So yeah. So I can understand. But we'll see. Alright. Oh wait, whoops, my bad. There we go. Click.
Aww. You don't have to worry about that. Don't
Worry about that. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about that. There are tons of dolls everywhere who are willing to help you out. Aww. Yeah, wait. Yeah, that's true. Technically, Doll's not affiliate of the commander, but doing a favor for the commander would do it. They don't have to be working under them. That's true. Who knows? You might end up encountering a lot of friends on the road. Encountering lots of friends on the road to live LVIV. Oh, really? Really? That's not foreshadowing. I'm not foreshadowing at all. Dandelion, I love you. I'm really loving Dandelion. Dandelion's amazing. Encounters, you say? I mean, a random encounter technically isn't a violation of the agreement, right? Of course, if you get safely, it's not like there's no way to deal with Mephisto. Am I correct to understand that this is the correct condition of the deal? Deal is such an ugly word. I have nothing but good intentions for you, Commander. There is more. The more you say that, the more I'm thinking there is some pit trap out there waiting for me to fall into. Of course, that's right. That the right to decide is still in your hands. If you're satisfied with your lifestyle of running away, you are of course free to reject my request. As long as you're really all right with that. I frown. Finished the last of my coffee. For some reason, the memory fills me with displeasure. Although I became used to Dandelion's attitude 10 years ago, I'm particularly irked by how she's acting this time around. I glance at my watch. Just as I think someone ought to be coming over, there's a ding from the lift. Commander! Mei-ling told me you wanted to see Helena, so I brought her here. Where's Mei-ling? A diner gate called her way. Perhaps she needs to fix something. More of Dandelion's tricks. Never mind, I won't bother about them for now. I focus my attention on her, who is in front of him now. Although she just woke up, she doesn't look well. Hey, are you okay? Commander, just now, scary. Felt like something was getting into my head. Like I was remembering something, but I can't remember what. Wait, I just noticed this. Like I was remembering something, but I can't remember what. Her sentences are becoming more complete. So, is that the development or because we went to the altar? Huh. As Helena's eyes fill up with tears, my hand moves on its own and pat her head. My heart is aching for some reason. Polyphane, is there something wrong with Helena's body? I just read the first part. Oh my gosh. Apart from the bruise, we're gonna get her. Her vital signs have improved considerably. Still, she was acting a little strangely back then. That might be something about the Elmo's equipment can't detect. Is that so? I think for a bit and I make up my mind. Helena. I wipe away Helena's tears and speak to her in the kindest voice I can manage. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry about this. Don't be scared. I'll take you to a safe place this time. It will be a place where you'll never be scared like that again. A safe place? Yep, safer than the Elmo even. Not true. Elmo's is the safest. You don't believe me? Commander, I believe, but... Commander, are you going to take her away from the Elmo? Yep. You only give us a new pickup point. At that place. As you know, it is within the Nympha sphere of influence, and it has a place where she can get treatment, so we need to get her there safely, ASAP. Yeah, the Elmo has a medical center, but we're not a hospital. In that case, sending here or there would definitely be better for her. However, if we're going to the city, she might end up suffering organ failure like before. That's definitely an issue. I'll head back to consult with Lena about a solution to that. If you've made up your mind then, I'll go with you. After all, I am a medical doll, and anything happens to her along the way, I can deal with it immediately. Clefane, are you coming too? Yep, I need to accompany her. That way you'll feel much more at ease too. After hearing Clefane's words, she immediately throws up her arms in approval. Yay! Clefane, great! I like Clefane. So don't worry about a thing. We'll head out with you, Commander. Commander, is this really alright? Just leave it to me. I'll make sure you'll be fine. She remains silent for a long time, while before she finally nods and agrees to my request. I'll give Daiyan some anti-degeneration medicine. Then give her another checkup. Good point. Take care of her then. Aww. I'm so happy Clefane's like with us now. Oh, I still remember chapter 8. I recovered, but oh my gosh. Anyway, Clefane nods. Then leads Helena back out to the room with a smile on her face. Okay, I'm not gonna do the voice I do for the thought bubble because I am reading every single line with a different voice, and I'm not going to strain my voice. I excel and think. Then I pick up my communicator and describe the situation to Groza. What do you think, leader? My opinion is the same as before. She was exposed to Nyaktos, so we can't ensure her safety with our present firepower if she continues to stay on the vehicle. Since Miss Kalina has made arrangements to receive her, we should send her to the destination and complete the assignment ASAP. Finish it ASAP, huh? I rub my temples. I know what Groza is trying to say without her having to actually put in words. Maybe forgetting about the heads would make my life easier. But for some reason, I know that I can't do that. I told Groza what's on my mind. I especially she expresses her opposition to my idea. Commander, we have very few dolls on hand. Carrying out 2 missions at once would be too much for us. We won't be able to support Squad 404 if we have to cover with both you and her as well. Meeting up with Squad 4 would be an excellent opportunity for us. They're very good fighters and would greatly improve our combat abilities. Then Helena. My plan is that Clefane and I will travel along the route Helena gave us while you stay behind and secure the Elmo. According to Lena, for our first mission isn't too urgent, so we'll back them up when we finish escorting her. So you won't need me to escort you, Commander? No, there's no need for that. We still have tons on the Elmo, and we don't know what her deal is, so I won't be at ease if you're not at the Elmo. Also, using firearms will be troublesome once we're in the city, which will make your training very hard to employ. Someone like Clefane, who's good at interacting with humans, is better suited for the task as escorting her. Dandelion is decrypting Tan's neurocloud, but it'll take the time to finish. We can use this time to hurry over to the train station. Rosa doesn't reply right away, unlike how she normally would. I suddenly realized that what I said now might have made her unhappy. However, Garza is not the silent launch. She speaks to me in her usual tone. Understood. Commander, let me do the planning. She's like, the wife is like, I want to go with you. She's literally like, I want to go with the husband. I want to go with the father. This is baloney. I love that. All right, let's continue. I love it. She's literally like, I want to go with you. This is baloney. I love that. I actually love that a lot. Alright. Waiting for this to load real quick. Alright.
Okay. Ugh. The fallen Zal Neurocloud seems to have successfully rebooted. She shakes her head, then struggles to prop herself up. Daiyan gently helps to support her into a sitting position.
Are you alright? I think I'm fine. What? What? Okay, this was a twist. Well, okay. So this is okay. Talk about a coincidence. Holy. Where am I? You're just outside the interconnection. Where? What's your name? My name is Colophane. The doll called Colophane slowly comes to her senses. Then she realizes something, begins casting and searching gaze around herself. Commander! Helena! Helena? Commander? Commander? There is nobody else around except the dolls. Colophane looks like she's about to cry. Daiyan looks as shocked as you, but apparently patiently waits for Colophane to calm down. Last thing I remember is the poo gym charging at me. Did you guys save me? The poo gym was gone by the time we arrived, and Big Sis helped me reboot your neurocloud. I see. I don't know how to thank you for your help. We were just doing what we had to. The important thing is that you're okay. Ah, about the commander you mentioned. Can you tell me more about them? Uh-oh. Here we go. The commander? Why are you asking about the commander? Perhaps the commander you're talking about is the same one I know. We might be able to help each other out. Can you tell me more about the person so we can verify them? I didn't know the commander had so many old friends. Colophane mutters herself. These people don't look like a bad luck, and she does need help. After some soul searching, Colophane decides to reveal a bit of information. The commander's the person who commands us. That was completely accurate and 100% useless. Yes. I should be saying this. The commander is a bounty hunter who drives a mobile base vehicle around and takes assignments for all over the place, although they hardly make any money. The MPV? Is that MPV called the Elmo? How did you know that? Yan and you exchange looks. Could it be? It seems like it. Colophane, we are once tactical dolls who serve under the commander of the Griffin and the PMC. Griffin, does that mean you used to be subordinates of the commander? Upon hearing Colophane's words, Yan is now certain that she's talking about the fairy state commander she knows. Oh! That's right. Pardon me for not introducing myself. My name is Daiyan, and this is my little sister, known as you. We used to be tactical dolls for Griffin. That's Zhao, who was not from Griffin. She is very reliable and a friend of ours. They both wave at the Colophane. So please believe us when we say we wish to help you. Miss Colophane, can you tell us what happened just now? Colophane glances at the dolls and decides to believe in them. Then she quickly explains what just happened. We were attacked by an unknown force on our way on the train station, and we were exchanging fire with them. A boo gym suddenly appeared. I think I passed out as the boo gym attacked. I thought my frame would be shredded. I surely didn't expect my functions to be all normal. There were 3 floating spheres around you just now. They flew away when we approached you. Floating spheres? No way! Did Helena save me? Helena? You mentioned that name too. Is it in addition to the commander? Who is that? Why is there something so fancy as an automated defense system around here? I can't tell you. Colophane shakes her head. She clearly doesn't trust them. But we just saved your life. Yan looks at Colophane and realizes that the further questioning is pointless. More importantly, the others are more pressing questions she wants to ask. Leaving that aside for the moment, do you know where the commander is now? The commander managed to avoid the booch of attack just now. I'm sure the commander would look for her if they were alright. Maybe the two of them are together. Can you track their location? Yes, we can! I planted a tracker on her. Colophane fiddles with her terminal and sounds make it indicate it's running normally. That's goodness, it's working fine. Hang on. She's actually pretty close by. But this location, it's underground. Colophane does not wait for the dolls to answer before she runs towards her coordinates. The group catches up with her and passing through the broken quarantine wall, while Fane goes to look good long way before she finally comes to a halt. There is a wrecked shelter leading underground, a location where Fane stopped. The shelter is built behind a small hill, half below the ground, and particularly invisible from afar. The shelter's outer camouflage has been blasted to bits, and a rise of similar theater screen, but now it's nothing but ruined fragments that have been blasted inward, and though something huge has torn through it.
Looks like it's ripping and tearing. Did a boojum flee
in there? There's a weird slime on the ground. Looks like it went in there. Those spheres flew this way too. Maybe they went inside. The boojum might have brought Helia here, but with her dervism, Helia ought to be fine. Rit wrings her hands, doing her best not to let her thoughts wander towards the words. Yan gently pats her on the shoulder, hoping to calm her down. Miss Fane, that's alright. Besides, the commander is here, right? Yeah. Millie nods and quietly mouths the word in her heart until she can calm down and function normally. The dolls approach the destroyed shelter. The interior is extremely spacious, and it seems to lead to an underground passage.
This underground entrance? This has got to be some kind of shady facility.
Looks like the secret passage is built to smuggle people past the quarantine wall.
Why is there a secret passage so big?
It's big enough for vehicles to pass through. And considering how close it is to the train station, must have been built for a real powerful broker.
Can an underground broker really do that?
How do you think they transfer the really big pieces of merchandise? All that just can't be a coincidence. Yan remembers the reminder that the railway police officer just gave them. That, combined with the fact that they are trying to involve the commander, is bound to be complicated. Makes her think that they need to be exceptionally careful with their next move. Is Helia's creation in the depths of this passage?
From the coordinates, they seem to be far below us. Perhaps there's another facility below.
I know I have no right to ask you about this, but can you please help me find the commander and her? Yan looks at her pleading look in Colophane's eyes, and at her two companions. Looks like your instincts were as accurate as ever, Yan.
Of course, I'm overjoyed to be able to see the commander again.
Yan turns back to nods to Colophane, replying with an affirmative. If we help the commander, then we'll certainly incline to help you. If we can help the commander, then we will certainly help incline to you. Please guide us to them.
Thank you.
Colophane gazes into the depths of the passage and struggles to swallow the fear at heart. Then she says the coordinates to Yan before he complies, turning to the flashlight, venturing forth. Is it another battle? Or is it another cutscene? Oh. Everyone, halt. There's movement up ahead. Oh! Are they a squad of PMC troopers? Oh my gosh, we can see all their outfits. The gear reads Manji Security. Maybe they're a bodyguard detachment deployed by the underground brokers. Should we open fire? They might be hostile us. Let's circle around them and keep moving. Miss Colophane, what do you think?
That's them. They're the ones who shot us right now.
HQ, we've been attacked by some kind of autonomous defense. Casualties are 7 men. We couldn't stop it from advancing. No, the target isn't moving at the moment. Those Unitas are praying or something. We can't step in. We're trying to get enough people together to lock the scene down. Our losses are in battle just now were two. That target, are they talking about Halia? No, we can't finish the mission. We don't have to. Yes, understood. Squad, hold a position. We'll mount a fighting retreat when the mishaps show up. Hang in there. Mishaps? What are those? Who knows? But she might already have been captured by them. Miss Daiyan, we can't wait to meet up with them. Let's press the attack. She's right. The people might put the commander in danger. Let's eliminate them. All right. So the squad's gonna go meet the commander. Go. I really wish we can have the commander. Oh well. Start. I really wish they would do that. Like, hey, you can be seeing the commander more, but no, we have to wait. That's sad as me. All right, well, do the auto. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess they were going to meet the commander as a surprise, but they're like, oh, well, this is awkward. I think that was the plan. I guess they were 404, maybe, or maybe I'm wrong. Or I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure. No, because none of them were named. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Why, you guys gonna try? Ow. Yeah, you're not doing what you think you're doing. Nope. No, Oh. Alright, so that was easy. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. Next phase. So, yeah. Oh, we're only on 3. Oh, wait, we got a huge cutscene on 4. Oh, Benji. Oh, Benji, we got the hugest of cutscenes. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we're almost done though. But here we go. This is gonna be another trade. Ingress rarities of being separation. Let's take a look. Alright. Oh wait, okay. This back and forth fast. Okay. Little side note I don't like. This back and forth is annoying. I really wish they would just stick to one timeline. I know why they're doing this, but they're trying to move 2 stories at once. I get that, but this could have been another chapter. They're cramming too much together. They could have made this 2 separate parts, but whatever. Okay. I sit down at the control terminal and think about my next move. With Tons and Nemesis at the Elmo, there's no way Groza can leave it, even if she isn't happy about it. However, there was something about Groza's expression, especially when I was discussing the past of her. Still, she's the doll's team leader, so she ought to be able to handle it. We'll need some combat power to account for the sudden developments. The other dolls are way too flashy, which means the best choice is Colophane. The conclusion I reached is that I can rely on my own flexibility and Galen's resources to take care of things in the city. But in the containment shown, Squad 404 needs fire support from the dolls. I lightly tapped the table with my knuckles and decided to split our forces up in the end. Okay. I scratched my head and then sighed heavily. The familiar pressure that once plagued me returns. I hate having to choose between a rock and a hard place like this. Have you made up your mind? Dandelion's voice comes from a strange place. I look around and to find that the diner gate floating in the air right on top of my head. I love Dandelion. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Since when did you gain the ability of sleep
sleeving into diner gates. The floating diner gate that was originally intended to be as a smart navigator for the Elmo's files flies a little lower, but I still need to look up to see it. Even a diner gate board, the aura of a smug superiority is uniquely Dandelion's. Ah, those who fault. And whose fault is that they aren't able to use that there aren't any usable frames on the Elmo? Now I have to lower myself to using this body. Lower myself? Who the heck even says that? Still, being able to float around like this feels really nice. Looks like the stuff I left behind back then has pretty good performance. With this quick modification, it can interface with beacon signals. Now I can contact the Elmo no matter how far away you are. So you're saying you're going to head out with us in the diner gate form to her there? Well, if I stayed on the Elmo by myself, I'm sure you'd be worried about me taking a joyride and leaving you homeless. Oh yeah, I can totally see you doing that. However, I raise from my place in front of the command console and keep my gaze trained to the diner gate. The diner gate backs off a little to keep a distance and projects a hologram of Daiyan, as though she's standing in front of me and having conversation. Why are you looking for me now, of all times? It's already been 10 years, right? What? Did you miss me? Do you think I was too late? I just learned that Pariah's wasn't completely destroyed, and right after that, you show up. That seems a little too much of coincidence to me. That's true, actually, yeah. You're still as sharp as ever, even though you've been wasting away out here in the boonies for 10 years. I don't bother keeping up the band with her. Instead, I wait for her to continue speaking. Commander, why did you throw everything away and abandon everyone for 10 years? You should know the reason why. Of course, because you didn't want to get your hands dirty. But you do know that doing so costs the ability to change things, right? Is that really okay? A lot of people think that what you did was incredibly stupid. They believe that if you had just continued on your previous path, you'd be in a position of power now. Instead of being bullied by bandits in the yellow zone, do you think they're right? At first, I thought you wouldn't put up this injustice for long, but now 10 years have passed in the blink of an eye, and you endure the shame that normal people would not be able to bear. No intention of compromising in the slightest. Because of your sacrifice, all the people under you, humans and dolls, ended up living pretty good lives. I was definitely not expecting to hear those words from you. Are you trying to persuade me to go back? Of course not. You thoroughly resent me if I did. Darn straight. However, it seems that you couldn't achieve your original aim despite going rogue to do it, and the target you were truly aiming for was never exposed. The time was not yet ripe over the past 10 years, but now she has come to see me, so perhaps it's time for everything to be turned around. She, you say? Yes, even if you don't believe me, you can believe her, right? I hesitate briefly, but in the end, I ask the question in my heart. And what does she want me to do? Daiyan smiles and shakes her head before raising a finger to her lips. She's just a silent observer. The important thing is, what do you want to do? Leaving aside the pointless hatred, leaving aside the meaningless humiliation, what do you want to do after stagnating for 10 years? Daiyan looks at my eyes and I meet her gaze. This seems to be incapable power in them, forcing me to remember something I've been trying to forget. Or do you think not doing anything at all will be the best choice? It's obviously not the best choice, but right now, do I have the grounds to reply like that? The communicator beeps. I hesitate for a moment, but in the end I pick it up. Commander,
The battle plan has complete supplies are ready. Do you want to conduct the briefing? I glance at Daiyan. She shrugs, then shuts her dinner gate hollow protection, as though to say we'll have lots of time to discuss this later. I shake my head to take a deep breath before giving girls her orders. Alright, have them come over to the ops room. The drone takes off from the Elmo's landing pad, and soon the massive Elmo is nothing more than a tiny speck on the ground. Helia and Colfe are on the side of the drone, with a box form of Helia transformer defense system, and I on the other side. Inside the diner gate body, Daiyan sprawls over a nearby crate. She taps the surface cautiously, as though she's looking for a way to open it. The drone pierces through the cloud, cover the air begins to clear up. I take off my gas vest in the morning sunlight, and slightly dazzling eyes illuminates my face. However, it's not a pleasant feeling. On the contrary, I actually like it. Seeing the morning sun makes me think that everything is full of hope. I turn to look at Colfe. She's helping Helena to adjust her safety belt so she feels more comfortable. Meanwhile, Helia is looking around curiously. All this is new to her. That's just as well. I was worried she would be afraid of flying, but it seems my worries were unfounded. Just as I think this, I hear Mei Ling's voice over my earpiece. Commander, we are at cruise mode now. We're about an hour away from our destination, the Yongan Railway Station transfer station. Make sure you fly us well, Mei Ling. It took me a long time to get this drone back into flying operation. Of course I will, Commander. The drone will touch down some distance away from the train station. Miss Daiyan said she upgraded the dinner gate functions, so you won't cause the beacon's comms to contact Elmo anytime soon. Got it. Thanks, Mei Ling. I'll be counting you to get us there and land us. I end the transmission and turn to look at the dinner gate, that's engaged and amusing itself. I suddenly realize that it isn't any kind of upgrade at all. I mean, you're basically just making use of your permission to access the URC beacon channels, right? Ah, is it really bothers you that I'm using public property for private purposes? I can always use RKN to send you a bill for the long distance broadband network signal. Sounds like Diner Gate before. Sounds like this Diner Gate before me would make a killing if I sold it off to underground brokers. Think you could cover the bill? Even if you sell me off, you'll never be rid of me. Ahem. Let's talk about something else instead. Sure, such as, for instance, how much do you know about her? What information have you collected beforehand already suggested it? I suspect that she's not a fully moon individual. The only thing we can be certain is she's related to Paratus in some way. So there's no way you're entirely ignorant of this, right? Am I really that all-seeing and all-powerful in your eyes? Unfortunately, I'm not as idle as you, Commander. I don't have time to investigate this matter. While you were slacking over 10 years, I was working on development of the maintenance of the URC's fully automated internal planning and management systems. How was that? Impressive, huh? So you tell me, oh endless busy Madame Dandelion, who's involved in great deals, where do you find the time to come down here and come cosplay as a diner gate? That's because I have a cameo junior who is my pride and joy. Don't forget, Ogas is very good at the differentiating and evolving. I upgraded a daughter Forks and what? I upgraded a daughter of my virtual cognition image and have them learn and grow until they become autonomous intelligence, who can work on my behalf. So you created a few clones of yourself in order to slack off, is that it? Commander, I am in awe how can you reduce something so complex to grand to the banal trivial in just a few short words. Aw, you're making me blush. Back then, even the URC's top brass had a queue for a whole week just to meet me. Goodness, that might have not been anyone in URC who could do this instead of me. Huh? Is that so? Want to hear how I did it? I'm kind of clueless about technical stuff. I'll bet Garcia would love to talk shop with you, though. What a shame. Let's discuss something else then. In short, while I've lost certain authorization permissions, I don't need to remain stuck in Central Hub system anymore. And while I do not know much about her, the device on her is most interesting. Is this an automated defense system? Yep. It's made of extremely high-grade parts, and makeup is also very interesting. The internal barrier design is very unique, to the point where I want to try and crack and see what's inside. What happens if you get in? I'll be able to control systems like I can do the dinner gate, of course. So after I cosplay dinner gate, Daiyan is going to cosplay as a box next. While the notion comes to mind, I decide not to speak out loud, lest I get scolded. The defense system is very powerful. It would help me a lot if you could control it. Huh? The generate's eyes, like main camera, narrows, as though gotten some kind of wicked idea. I'll hold off for a moment then. We can't have you getting into a habit of relying on others become lazy, Commander. Thank you. Once again, I turn to look at her. Colfane's head is down as she's checking her system. I hit the PDT on my communicator twice to indicate that she should patch into the channel, and Colfane obliges. What's wrong, Commander? She's going to be spending a long time out of the containment zone this time around. Is she alright? I brought some nutrient supplement along. That'll help her keep her body functioning. Also, I modified my reminder pattern. Now I can dispense class particles for a absorb. That way, her body won't degenerate too quickly. Liz Lana also proposes that she would be placed in the city along the way where we could treat Alien's condition. She'll coordinate with us as we move. Good. We need to be prepared. She begins the gesturing wildly upon seeing her talk to me. Although I can't make out what she's saying over the roared engine, it immediately obvious that she's trying to tell me Colfane that she wants in on the conversation. As suspected, the moment Colfane puts her head on her ear, her voice immediately comes out of the channel.
Commander, sky, pretty.
Not like on the ground. If all the clouds contamination were clear, we'd be able to see things on the surface too. I see. So when cleared away? That's a mystery. Surely a great and mighty URC will finish the task someday. She tilts her head from where she's sitting on her side of the drone. Perhaps the topic was too complicated for her, but she decided to just skip it over entirely.
Feels like going out on holiday.
Do you know what a holiday is?
No, I don't. Love ain't taught me.
I knew it. Holiday. The wonderful word that completely unconnected to my current situation. Colfane, have you ever been on a holiday? As if dolls could go on holiday. I read about it in a book. However, the commander can't take us all on a holiday in the future.
Holiday on holiday.
If only we had the money for that. She seems to be on high spirits today. That's because you're here, Commander. She always enjoyed being around you. It's like you got a daughter. Even though you haven't tied the knot yet. Quiet, you. Daiyan sees the opportunity to sip into the conversation and begins telling them all about my very storky scandals with Griffin until they double over in laughter. Wait, what? No, she's snitching! What? I love her! Dandelion's such a troll, I love it! Nah, she really just said, hey. Dandelion's like, oh my gosh, Dandelion's like oh, that's amazing. I quickly changed the subject, clearly because I'm worried they'll fall off the drone or laughing too hard. Yes, that's it.
Daiyan then talks about one of her previous missions. They are so sharp with the tale of the doll's battles and sacrifice that they can't even speak. This time, I don't interrupt her. I silently listen to Daiyan narrate the past, and the faces of all my past friends and comrades come into view. Aww. Wonder what story she's telling. The drone is flying serenely around the sky, and the sky slowly brightens from the pink of dawn. As the great length Daiyan finally finishes telling her story, Colfane's voice sounds a little choked up over an incoming channel. I didn't know you went through all that, Commander. It was all in the past. Commander, amazing! Not that amazing. There you go, okay, Commander. You got embarrassed by it when a girl praises you, even when it's a young one doing it. That sounds really wrong. Oh! Do you like them young? Colfane, no! Commander, no! Colfane, no! Bad! Bad, Colfane! No! Bad! No! I am not reading that. No. No. Bad. No. No. Anyway. Oh, not necessarily. I believe the camera purpose is very competitive. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so indecisive on that particular topic. Oh my gosh. Commander, I feel so bad for you right now. Oh my gosh. Hey! Oh my gosh. Poor Commander. I reach out to try to grab the dandelion gate, but she evades me. She hovers just barely out of reach of my arm's maximum attention, and as I'm still secured in my seat, all I can do is growl importantly at her to indicate my displeasure. Commander, we're almost there. Please remember to put your mask on. The drone's about to descend. Got it. Everyone, settle down and prepare to descend. Melanie's voice draws me back to my task. After hearing her, the others stop messing around too. I put my mask back on and signal to everyone to get ready to land. Colfane checks her safety belt, then helps her check hers, while the Daiyan attaches herself securely to the defense systems box. The drone slowly sinks into the cloud cover. Although I can't see the surface, I have a feeling that we're not far from our destination. Just as I prepare the descent, Colfane's voice reaches my ear with a terminal indicates it's a private transmission. Commander, if she gets cured during the trip to live, will she be coming back with us? Probably not. Someone will protect her and take her to the safer place. That's so. I'll be a little lonely then. For a moment, I'm at a loss of how to respond. As a brief silence, Colfane continues speaking. But that's definitely a good thing, right? In the story Daiyan just now, you saved a lot of people. So the same as well this time. We saved her, right? I briefly at a loss for words. Colfane! Girl! Oh! Colfane! Oh! There's a lot of people I didn't manage to save. That's what I want to say, but even though I open my mouth, I can't really say over those words. I definitely look at Helena, but she has none of her excitement before. In fact, she seems to be in a daze. Colfane also notices her unusual behavior and speaks to her in a concerned tone. Hey, are you alright? Are you not feeling well? There's a voice. She does not answer Colfane's question. I hear her muttering to herself over the channel. Hey, zombie, welcome in. Just as I'm about to speak to her, the drone suddenly starts shaking violently, and I immediately realize that it's caused by the shaking in the box inside me. What's going on? Commander, the defense system is changing form. Oh, I ain't good. Ugh. The Daiyan gate breaks free of its attachment and flies into the midair to avoid being hit by the box's shaking. This is not good at all.
There's a voice that sounds the same as me. It sounds familiar. It's like before, but this time it doesn't hurt.
Did something happen to her?
Looks like she can hear something we can't.
Yeah, what's up with you? Girlfriend looks worriedly at her, but she ignores her, instead gazing in the depths of the clouds.
Over here.
The box instantly transformed into 3 spheres, and I hurry to grab the dinner gate as the shockwave of the transformation tosses it aside. The spheres fly over her and slice her free from her safety belt and carry her into the air. Okay. Owen tries to grab her, but she avoids her. After glancing coldly at Colophane, she flies free of the drone announced within the embrace of the spheres, and swiftly disappeared into the clouds. Uh-oh. Disruption of the spheres makes the drone shake violently, and I hold on tight as the handrails try to keep my balance.
Commander, what happened? The drone suddenly lost flight ability.
Oh, that escalated quickly. Hell yeah, she flew away.
Flew away?
Hey! The unbalanced drone goes into a flat spin and pummels towards the ground. I glance at the propeller next to me, and it's constantly shifting its pitch of orientation. Clearly, Mailing is doing her best to keep the drone afloat. All I can do now is let Mailing handle things. I'll hold on to the harbor for dear life, and the blood surging to my brain makes me feel like I'm going to puke my guts out.
Commander!
Hold on tight. Right, don't fall off. Though the corner of my narrowed eye, I see Colophane clinging to dear life to the handrails. Though the wind is so hard, I can barely open my eyes. I channel my strength into sticking to the dinner gate to the drone so I can free my head and cling ever tighter to the handrail. Well, by the way, nice pulling Australia and Modernia. Very nice, by the way, Zombie. Very nice. Sorry, I'm a little focused right now, but very nice, very nice.
Pull up! Pull up!
Mailing yells over the conch shell. I never heard her yell that loud before. Perhaps her anger yelling had an effect, but the drone manages to adjust its pitch and drone slowly stops spinning. As we regain lift, the drone climbs hard, forcing me to change position so I don't feel so uncomfortable. At long last, the drone flight path levels out, my blood flowing normal again. I take big gulps of air as to try to recover my stress state. Everything happens far too suddenly, and we are all confused. However, I know my current priority is getting her back.
Well done, Grayling. Commander, are you alright?
It'll take more. Okay, I don't yet. Colophane, can you track her location? Just in case, I have going to put a tracker on her. Who would have expected that it would come in handy even before we touched down?
Hang on, I can still track her.
Send Mailing the coordinates. Mailing, take us there.
Okay.
Mailing, can you see the coordinates? Helen's position is constantly changing. I need you to keep refreshing location data.
Got it. Leave it to me.
The drone immediately changes course and begins to fly in another direction. My brain kicks into high gear. Was our information weak? Are we going to get ambushed again? But this time, it was herself who did it. Or does the problem lie within her?
She can hear something we can't.
Perhaps Elliot has something in common with the Nightos that we've seen before. The diner gate that attached itself to the drone looks my way. Her tone isn't teasing it before, which is a sign of Dandelion's reliable side. I thought so too. When we first received her, the words Helia 0403 was written inside her box logs. Can you help me get information regarding that?
I'm on it. but I don't have much processing power bandwidth, so it'll take time. Alright, I'll leave it to you. Mailing skillful piloting drone high speed quickly brings us to the cloud cover. Looking down, we can see the glow from the spheres in the distance. There is a flashing coming from the ground as he is firing. I squint to see the intense firefight taking place against a not too large monster. Is that a boo gem? Mailing head for the boo gem. Descend as you go. Once you reach 100 meters, I'll begin orbiting the boo gem so we can observe the situation. Will do, Commander. The drone rapidly descends after going lower. I get a clear picture of the situation from the ground. There's not too large boo gem that just flipped over a vehicle belonging to a squad of armed troops, and the forces around it are blasting with weapons of various caliber. The boo gem is heavily wounded from its attacks, but it's not moved from its place. I saw protecting something. It's located with it seems like a town, but the town seems to be abandoned for a long time, and it ravages the war that has been made from the rundown. The points of light representing her is flying over to boo gems. We try to follow it, but for some armed troops, the firing of the boo gem actually turn and shoot the drone instead. Bullets whiz by past my ear, and there's no recourse available to me. I have to accidentally mailing to pull up. What the heck is with these people? We'll land first, mailing. Circle around where we can't hit us and then set us down. I'm on it. Now search for a landing spot. Okay. So are we all caught up now? But yeah, zombie. I read what you think. Congratulations. I haven't gotten Astra yet. I'll try to get her in Zenless. But yeah, congratulations on getting Modernia. But yeah. Anyway, this is worrisome. Okay, but hopefully we're all together now. We're caught up. Wait, I think this is gonna be the fight, or is this we're going back to the other squad? We'll see. Okay, so well, let's hope things work out. All right, let's go though. Chaos Factor. When the threads become targeted and clinging to one's end may lead to the truth. Let's see if that's the truth. We didn't see the battle though. Well, maybe we'll see it now. The point of light containing her is now extremely close to the boo gem, but we are forced to land further away due to the gunfire from the ground. Mailing picks up a fairly high cloud of dirt at our landing spot. Before she can fully touch down, I already ripped my safety belt off and jumped down from the drone. Hoping and the gate followed me. The troopers who saw the drone land between and circle us, and I am now forced to draw my side out and engage them. Darn it! This is not at all what I was expecting. Things don't look good, Commander. Don't worry, compared to Commander's previous encounters, this would rate number 5 of things don't look good scale. Plus, we haven't even gotten to Snafu, Tafu, and to the Foo Bar categories yet. What a shocker. Is that true? That's enough smug out of you. How are our surroundings? We are about 20 hostiles approaching. Let's see if your skills have dulled over the past 10 years. 20 of them. I'll manage. Can you do anything besides scouting and scanning? Well, as you can see, I'm currently a feeble gate. The only thing I can do to separate me from other gates is that I can fly. Naturally, I send a distress signal to the dolls that can help us. Signal to dolls who can help us. But then would have to wait a day for them to arrive, no? Wow, great help you are. Half a day means they'll just be in time to find my cooling corpse. Even if the drone went back right away to pick up girls and the others, that'll at least be 2 hours to arrive. Looks like I can only rely on myself right now. I look at my handgun and regret not bringing something with longer range. There's no point in thinking about that now. Since the enemy doesn't know about our situation, our only chance is to hammer them hard and throw them back with the speed of a violent action. Golfing, get ready for battle. Daiyan, keep up. Oh, Commander! Oh, did we not get to see like a little... Oh, that would be cool, really cool if we got a little see a little letter of the Commander.
That would have been awesome, but oh well. All right, auto time. Let the auto kick in, and we'll let them do her thing. But oh, this is getting so cool. Now the commander is going in, flexing his power. Commander's like, all right, time to flex in. Commander ain't playing around, and I'm loving it. But okay, but yeah, why like that though? That's so weird. Like, that was actually really weird. Hopefully things are okay, but Misa worried. I don't know why I said Misa, but yeah. Well, things will hopefully work out better in the end, but we'll find out in a minute. We just gotta wait for this battle to be over though, however. I'm sure things will be fine though. Just gotta wait a bit. Alright. Continue. The enemy is being back, Commander. What should we do now? Oh, okay, I didn't go through. Follow me. Keep advancing. As I look in her direction, I see distance point of light flashing in all directions. She is atomic. Her defense systems are firing wildly at those armed units. Okay, well, good thing it's automated. She doesn't have to really direct anything. But yeah, it would have been kind of problematic if she had to, you know what I mean. But yeah, I guess it's just like they're auto targeting. But yeah, let's continue. The Boojum isn't far from her, but it doesn't look like it tends to attack her. Wait, does she have a Boojum bodyguard? Her defense systems are laying down suppressive fire at her attackers. The Boojum takes advantage of this rampage, wildly knocking over multiple vehicles with armed vehicles. While I picked up a rifle from the enemy along the way, it'll be more than a drop of bucket considering the situation we're facing. I have no idea what might happen next, and I don't know. No, I don't have enough resources on hand. Although all I can do is sit to cover and approach her location, gather as much intel as I can, and try to formulate a solution. As I can see, the gate operating over my head, I suddenly think of something. Dandelion, you just said you could break through the barriers of the defense system, right? If you can bring me within 50 meters of them, I can force connection to those systems. How confident are you doing that? Well, the gates are limited processor, and considering I'll have to do it remotely, I guess there's about a 50% chance of success. That's enough. Mailing, can you observe surroundings from the drone? Good thing, I can see everything. She's still engaging those armed troops on the ground. She's slowly taking them out. Find my path that's free of enemies. We need to get close as her as possible. Okay, right away. I route soon appears in my terminal. I pick up another rifle from the ground and toss it to Colfane. Use this for now. It's handier than a pistol. Just hose the enemy down with a suppressive fire afterward. We need to buy Dandelion time. Okay. Wow, is this what you like when you're fighting in person, Commander? If you got any better ideas, now it's time to bring them up. No I don't. Then follow me. Lion will need scans of the surrounding enemies. Mark my hostiles approaching us. Ah, just like old times. The gate flies ahead of us. Wind clears the path. Bailing's directions and Daiyan's highlighting enemy's positions. We quickly eliminate scattered troops that we encountered. After passing through an open area, Colby and I jump into the pit. That's deep enough to provide us cover. This place isn't far from her. The Bujan's deafening roars remind us of how close we are in danger. Worse still, the greenish clouds are close and friend from the distance. Commander, there's an incoming class storm. You need to hurry. Lion, we are moving into the hatch system defensives. Can you control them and bring her down? It won't be hard once I can't control the privileges over them. All right, bring her down and top the building after the building there afterwards. I point to nearby building within feet of Mayor's and Helena. Golfing covers me here. I'll go there and get instead. No, Commander, let me go. No, Commander, let me go. Just as I'm about to jump to the pit, Golfing grabs me by my sleeve and pulls me back in. The Boo Gym's too close. It's too dangerous for you, Commander. And besides, protecting Helena is my duty. Commander, you should stay here and give commands. You're just one doll. It's not like commanding you is going to be difficult. I checked my ammo. I have 2 magazines left, including the one I picked up on the way here. We should focus our firepower. Come on, let's go. Okay. Wow, you're brave. I like it. Just keep up. Oh wait, it's gonna be the finish. Oh no, it's not. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. So now we're. Oh wait. Now Dandelion's just getting all the upgrades. Soon Dandelion will be all powerful. Well, let the thing go. But yeah. But yeah. Soon she'll probably have like all the orbs of power. All the orbs. All the power. But yeah, we're leaving this on Autumn. Hang on. Sorry. But yeah, I'm really interested in this. I don't know what. Okay, so first, okay, everything's happening so fast. Holy Benji. Hopefully we can get her back though. But yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to go by for a second. I'm just in thoughts and stuff like that. Man, I'm just trying to think of why. Oh, okay. Well, that was quick. Never mind. I guess we'll have to see as we go. Fortunately, there aren't many troops left in the area, and we pass through them practically unhindered. Soon, we're inside the building. It's only 2 stories high, and half of it has already collapsed. I kick open the ruined door on the floor, and we arrive on the floor. We aren't too high up, but it's enough for us to see her side on the battlefield. Dandelion, I'm counting on you.
Roger, roger.
The Daiyan gate has been accompanying us, turns and flies towards her. The Boo Gem is right beside her. Perhaps it's afraid of her defense system, but it's been keeping outside of their light. She remains motionless in the air, as though she lost consciousness. The gate rapidly approaches her. As they sense the approach of the rover, the outside firelight begin to fire deadly beams at the gate. However, the gate hacking is severely destroying the enemy system as she approaches the gate. And the gate easily avoids the firing beams. The sphere begins to waver and they stop shooting. The gate boldly flies up to her and begins to examine her.
This girl, I will save you. Who's she talking to? The orbs shake harder and harder. Their fires are unable to resist her hacking, and in the space of a few seconds, they has assumed direct control over the defense system. Do you have friends that you can't abandon either? I can't leave them behind. In any case, just come back to us first. Daiyan controls the orbs, then brings Anhelia back to building where Golfing can't help but exclaim approval. I can't believe she took care of it all in an instant. Well done, Daiyan. Well, it is Daiyan after all. Looks like you owe me again, Commander. Killing isn't far from us. Golfing at the opposite point, preparing to retrieve her. However, she is still looking at the boon gem. Then she gives the voice a heart-rending wail, at the point where I can hear her what she's saying. No! I can't leave those kids behind. What? Wait, what? Excuse me? She's screaming things She's screaming things that don't sound at all like she would say. They hit me in an invisible shockwave, even make me feel a little dizzy. In the distance, the Boojum seems to hear her cry and immediately abandons the battle with armed troops, rushing towards us at incredible speeds. What? Hurry, faster! The Daiyan leads her towards us, flying faster than her. Kang throws her rifle aside and spreads her arms in the defensive posture, ready to physically cushion the impact fall of her body. However, the Boojum emits a blood-curdling scream and spreads up against the charge right out for us. Oh no, we're not gonna make it in time. As she sees the Boojum about to crash building, Golfing throws me out of the building with all her might. In the moment witness, the Boojum massive body crashes the building, swallows up Golfing and Helena's forms. I hit the ground hard. At last, and with the last of my stamina, I see the Boojum winding between the buildings and heading into the distance. Commander, are you alright? Commander, can you hear me? I hear Melee frantically hailing me through the earpiece, but I'm allowed to try the answer and my thinking grinds to a halt. Kyle's not time for a nap, Commander. You need to wakey. Yeah, wake up. Continue. Oh my gosh. Now it's not time for a dirt nap, Commander. We don't need sleep. We need answers. Now wake up. You wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh. Okay, I guess we're back at the point now, yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. No, there we go. Requesting backup. Request backup. We've been attacked by unknown dolls. Is there anyone else around? For the last unit managed to fall back. Hasn't backup arrived yet? HQ sent the mishaps over, but there's no telling when they'll get here. Mishaps? Gosh darn, they might as well just kill us on the spot. HQ should never order us to find that darn Bojam. All our guards are dead. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Pay attention to the change in the battlefield situation. Bring it on! If they come, I got bullets for them. Okay, what's with the zoom? What was with that zoom? What? Just zoom in on the thigh. Right there. Just, okay. Combat starto. Okay, so, Commander's sleeping. The G is... Okay. Well, hopefully the Commander meets up with her. Otherwise, this will be an awkward meetup. We'll see in a minute, I guess. Yeah, because it'll be an awkward meetup if it's like, oh, well, Commander's no longer sleeping, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. Oh, nice phase. Oh, well, that was easy. Nice, good job, girls. I like doing it on auto. It helps a lot on there. Makes it a lot quicker. Plus, spike dolls are higher enough, so it should be fine. Continue. Let's keep going. How close we are in the end, I'm wondering.
Because this is a very small event, but we'll see. Hmm. Wait, are we just going? Okay, now we're good.
They're all gone. Those guys are really strong. Everyone alright? Everyone, are you alright? Damage minimal. It shouldn't be a problem. Fortunately, they don't have too many people. It would be troublesome if they came in the same numbers as bandits. Polyphane said that something about fighting them before this, so maybe that's why they only had these many people left? That's certainly a possibility. These people are much better fighters than those bandits. They got very good gear. They scrutinize their equipment, trying to find a hint of their identities. They don't have any identifying marks on them, and the Manji security logo is on their armor. Their weapons are all new. They got a full set of accessories. Their armors are equipped with air filters. You can tell right away that they're designed to use for contamination zones. But they were speaking out. Are those dead people in that armor? Just to confirm, Daiyan takes the helmet off one of the troopers who was killed. He has been shot in the head. He has been shot. The inside of his helmet is covered in blood. Though it's grisly sight, there's no doubt that he was alive until recently. They're probably standard PMC fighters. But normally PMC wouldn't go up against the commander, right? Speaking of which, why are they trying to capture her? I'm not sure either. They just shot us out of nowhere. Perhaps they were working with the previous faction that was trying to kidnap her? Wait, there are people trying to kidnap her before this? Before this? Going into details might take a while. In any case, the commander has gotten an assignment to escort her from a person called Kalina, and people have been trying to grab her all this while. Miss Kalina, you say? Yana and you look surprised. Is Calvin involved? Is Calvin involved in this too? If that's an assignment, if this is an assignment that Miss Kalina gave out the commander to carry out, then it must be very important. Miss Colifane, why don't we head to the location ASAP? Yes, it's just over there. Colifane tracks the signal to her terminal, and the signal begins moving. She spots a cargo elevator nearby. The elevator isn't very big, only halfway fenced, and the elevator shaft vanishes in the darkness below. The dolls get into the elevator, which groans the thunderous bass roar as it slowly descends them on it. Big sis, it doesn't remind you of the mission we went back on the Griffin? Yeah, if I'm not wrong, we were a submarine base. Red submarines. We were fighting on the base perimeter back then. This time we gotta get on an elevator ride. You seem happy. I'm just trying to lighten the mood, okay? Colifane looks at the depths of the tunnel with the same word. She understands that everyone here is feeling uneasy. However, the blinking icon of creator tells her that Helion is somewhere below her, and thus she must keep going. After realizing her attempt to cheer everyone has failed, Yu doesn't say anything else. The dolls begin watching the surroundings in case they're ambushed. However, nothing happens. As the elevator descends, a strange smell fills the air. Freakish-looking vegetation made of meat grows rampant on the corridors on either side of the lift. Exploding cabling merges the plants and shakes everywhere. Perhaps she is just imagining things, but as they continue downward, the surrounding temperature seems to get lower. The collapsed particles instantly of this space is rising. Yes, I can feel it. The Colifane terminal screen is coated in frost as she tries to wipe it off, and sees that the height of the target coordinates are slowly matching up with her own position. Suddenly, the lift arrives at the bottom level with a doink, and the huge gate before her slowly grinds open. Is this a warehouse? Looks like it's pretty messed up. A warehouse to me. Ugh! Countless square glass tanks that are a height person piled up messily against the walls of the room. The one on the left contains dynamo parts, while the on the right holds various twisted bodies.
The tanks are engraved with appear in some kind of spell incantation. One of them, the walls are covered in designs, but the dolls are immediately recognized as one of them. Paratus. The symbol that is the one that no Gryffindor could ever forget. Goldwing can't help but cover her mouth when she sees what's happening around her. And Zoe frowns from her place off to the side. Were the missing people that the police officer were talking about all taken here? A single transfer station, wouldn't that have much capacity? They might have been brought here from various locations. I can't believe there were so many. Is this Paratus? Goldwing finally realizes the commander was acting strange just now. She tightens her grip on her weapon. Disgust turns in the depths of her narrow cloud. The collapsed particles are emitting from these plants, but how are they placed with these corpses? Perhaps they're trying to pickle. You immediately clams up the moment she realizes her past, but the other dolls understand what she means. All the dolls are eager to get out of this room that line with glass tanks, but it's still the endless corridor. It takes long before they manage to try into the end of the room.
Hey, it's a light up ahead.
The only thing at the end of the room is the rot-eaten door. A faint light leaks through the gap between them. Meanwhile, unsettling voices can be heard at the door, which spoke the dolls even more.
I can hear something. Let's be careful while moving in.
The dolls crouch low and gently pushes toward the end room. It leads to an open space. The char blends with the stink of it hits them in the face. The whispers become clear, and it repeats over and over again. The dolls can't make out what it says. May deformity of exchange purity. If you must pass wisdom the sinful word, then may my form be a medium. The wisdom is unto the curse. If the word does not deserve blessing, then may my form atone for it. For the flesh is but a shell. If blessing is to be shared, all things may form as they are joined. As soon as clarity comes from the distance, several dozen Unitas, his long robes, recite verses over again from their standing in the deep sea pit. Oh, I see them. Meanwhile, the girl standing in the middle leads their prayer. Her voice is loud as bright as them all.
This is our final offering.
The dolls duck in their shadows, looking at the pit, where the monster breathes its last inside the pit.
Is that a Boojim?
That's one who just attacked us just now. Perizino is down there. Was she swallowed up by the Boojim? I look at the shock up here as well as saying. She immediately tries to run out of the shadows towards the pit. Then I would frantically grab her and drag her back.
Let me go! I need to save her!
She's right there. Let me save her.
Please calm down, Miss Colorfane.
That big monster's out there. Are you planning to jump down and defeat yourself? But I...
Don't worry. I'm sure there'll be a way to do it. Let's observe the situation more carefully. The girl slams her staff to the ground, and the loud noise makes to draw everyone's attention.
May the form be exchanged for purity. If you must pass down wisdom to the sinful world, then may my form be a medium.
The cries of fear are coming Unitas, but their bodies continue marching up to the pit. Their trembling is visible, even though their robes of terror echoes among the congregation.
Wisdom is like unto a curse. If this world does not deserve blessing, they may form atone it.
That's one of the units, right? But I don't know why. Why does she look different? I don't think she's different, but... Huh. The Unitas pull out their weapons in trembling hands and point them towards their own bodies. Some people try to struggle against this, but their bodies do not heed their commands, as though they are not in control of their actions. Okay!
But for the flesh is but a shell. If the blessing is shared upon these, may my form be how they are joined.
Oh my gosh. The weapons plunge in forcefully, just as the Unitas fall into the pit along with their blood. The dull thud of their bodies hitting the ground rose the monster in the base of the pit.
The twisted monster reaches the base of the pit, covered in wounds. It looks like it's barely hanging on life as it strains to drag itself over the fallen bodies. Upon touching the Bujin, the cords meld into its bodies. The three orbs begin circling around the monster as though they're trying to protect something. A massive plant coils around the Bujin's tail, binding its base of the pit. The Bujin emits a shrill cry from time to time, sounding like a howl of pain and roar of anger at the same time. So, the Bujin wasn't formed naturally. Paratus is feeding their followers to Bujins? That's disgusting! The group shifts their attention from the Bujin to the girl by the pit. She seems to be smiling happily, like she's at an amusement park. What? Where were you? Were you at Paratus? There's bound to be Naitos. This one ought to... This ought to be one of them. Huh? Yeah, we fought a Paratus before. This one looks just like one of them we met earlier. Is she a mutant Naito or something? We ought to be having a really hard time being Naito with our present weaponry. According to our previous experience, she isn't particularly strong fighter. She's more like a doll. Clopain lowers her hand and raises her weapon like she made up her mind before addressing anyone. The Bujin hasn't recovered yet. This is our best chance for us. If we kill her, nobody will stop us from saving her. Clopain fires at her before anyone can stop her, but the bullet does not harm her, as though it vanished in thin air. She rolls her around in a rage, slamming her staff to the ground. A loud echo fills the air, followed by an angry shout from her. The time of life has not yet arrived. You shall not profane this sanctuary with your insolence. Everyone, get ready for battle. Be careful not as you face the enemy. Well, that escalated quickly. Also, this is gruesome. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Combat start. Okay. Battle started. There we go, get to the girls. But yeah, this is accelerating really quickly. And now we're finding well, this thing, yeah. But where's the commander? Wait, the commander I don't think is with them, right? Wait, are they? Is the commander with them? We'll see. Alright, we gotta let the girls do their thing. By the way, I do auto because, yeah, as I mentioned before, the girls can handle it. But yeah, they can handle it. That's fine. Okay, really? Yeah, you're done. Plus the girls are very obviously. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm actually really curious to see what's happening. Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Okay. So, launch that. There we go. Oh, Benji. Okay. Nice. Very nice, girls. Very nice indeed. Okay. The ringing in my ears interferes with my perception, and I don't know how long has passed until I finish regaining some sensation in my body. Fortunately, the arches of pain coursing through my body is a reminder that I'm alive. I sense the weight of my body lessening. Somebody is moving the stones on top of my way, one by one. Ah! Hey! The world in my eyes goes to blurred clarity, and brilliant form slowly comes in view. Helia? The person before me, Helia, she does not answer, only stands aside watching me fearfully. I look at her dust-covered hand, and realize just who moved those stones aside. I cough up and spit up dust and dirt in my mouth. Then I take a stock of my body. I can't seem to extract my own strength my left arm. Looks like it's been dislocated. I prop myself on the right arm, then look around. Commander, are you awake? The alien's voice enters my ear. Her cheerful tone pulls me back to reality from my days. Considering that she's talking like this, I'm probably not going to be expiring anytime soon.
I grip my teeth against the pain and slip my discolored left arm back into place. Then test my legs. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any life-threatening injuries through the ache. The gate floats around as it scans my body. Then it hovers around in front of me again. Looks like you've been taking good care of your body over the past 10 years. The worst injury you got was from being flung out the window with a dislocated arm. Vital signs are all with normal ranges. It won't interfere with the upcoming operation. I'm just glad I'm alive. I look around. My surroundings are a mess, and the rickety building with the boo gym has completely collapsed. The surrounding area is littered with bodies of armed personnel who were defeated with the firefight just now. I reflexively reach for my weapon, but the cool sensation I expect is not there. The gate's eyes seem to shine as if it sees my hand reaching for my gun. Relax. I check your surroundings with your out. As you can see, there is not a single soul here. You don't have to worry about it being attacked again. However, the gate flies a little higher and looks in the distance. As I follow the gate's gaze, I see a I see a big patch of dark greenish clouds and not far away from us. Darn it! Is the collapsed storm that close already? Fortunately, I found you quickly enough. Otherwise, you'd be enjoying another full immersion in the collapsed storm. Just as I was wondering how to unbury you, the little girl showed up. The gate glances at Helena, who is still looking at us with a frightened look at her eyes. While I have a ton of questions I want to ask her, it would be best to get her out of here first. There isn't much time left. I need to decide what to do right away. I carefully recall everything that just happened just now. Daiyan took over her systems, but just as we were about to grab her, the Boojum suddenly charged course and slammed into the building we were in. Colophane threw me out of the way to save my life. Daiyan, where's Colophane? I saw her being caught up by a Boojum along with her. She isn't responding to my hails, but I can try to track her location. Her coordinates indicate that she has some distance away from us. She hasn't moved in a long time. Darn it, we need to find her. I knew you'd say that, Commander. However, shouldn't we be focused on how to survive right now? Can you contact the Elmo? The collapse storm is almost here. What do you think? The last time we had a signal, I told Maylene to bring the drone back. Hopefully it'll stay some time the comms are restored. The storm sure picked up a great time to come by. I would suggest that we find a place to get cover. Otherwise we'll be sporting a new crystalline look for a few minutes. Are there any suitable location nearby? There are some non-sealed buildings. Perhaps won't provide any structural protection, but having something is better than nothing. Fortunately, she is quite as fully immune individual, and this is your first time being exposed to a highly contaminated environment, so you should be fine. Well, it'll really be okay? As I look at hesitation briefly across her face, but in the end she works up the courage to walk up to me in the gate.
This way.
What's wrong, girl?
Go this way.
After pointing the way she wants to go, Erin runs off the distance. After a while, she stops to look about us, then keeps moving ahead. Is she heading to safety? How do you know how does she know which place is safe? You can ask that question when you reach safety. I force myself to my feet. Looking back, the ruins under the clouds look like a massive graveyard. There's no time for me to on contemplation. I began to move the direction where she went and get out of here. Okay. Okay, continue. Oh wow, we're almost done. All right, we got 2 left. So this is 8, and then the next one's 9. So let's find out. Over here. She stops in front of a high point at the edge of the ruins. There's a disguised entrance visibly near a half-buried slope. Internal inspection reveals that it's been well camouflaged by vegetation or rubble, but looking closer inside, the clear signs of man-made architecture. Is there an entrance underground broker base? The inside of the tunnel is much larger than expected. It's big enough for 2 trucks to drive through side by side. The collapsed storm is outside that carries the dirt. There's no way to trace whether it's the gate the surface now. Looks like you know your stuff really well, Commander. Could you explain? There are traders who do business in the Canadian shows. Naturally, the university views them as smugglers. Well, these smugglers sure are built to have hidden big interests here. Well, they're brave enough to transfer anything from small arrows to heavy arms. Do you really not know that?
Not at all.
Seriously? In the theory, the aliens should probably not know about these people and things that are only found within the Canadian shows. But for some reason, I have a feeling she already was familiar with these things. She doesn't pay attention to our discussion. Instead, she goes deep in the tunnel, and I run to grab her shoulder. She turns to me and troubled look in her eyes. I walk past and in front of her. The shine of my torch in the tunnel. It is empty. The shutters of the tunnel half open. Once inside, she ignores me and walks in. Although I can't be sure it's safe in here, I have no choice but to grit my teeth and head inside. The gate flies in the hole, and the shutter, which looks like it was broken, suddenly grinds shut. The interior of the hole lights up with the sound of machinery and echoes the light. As I feel the ground of me start to tremble, I realize I'm standing on an elevator platform. Daiyan, give me a scan of the surroundings. We are currently descending underground the elevator. The gate flies in the direction where the platform is headed. I look at the same direction, watching for all sudden dangers that might come up. Did you come to save Helena too? I don't know. The silent girl looks at me and asks a question about being addressed. Yes, of course. We came to save you. Still, what happened just now? Why did you fly away all of a sudden? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blame you or anything here. I just want to know. What happened just now? Everyone was tricked. Everyone defeated. Wait, you were saved? Yes, in the moment of greatest despair, the call was answered. She stares at me like she's trying to commit something to memory. Gotta memorize? Sorry, had to say it. Pain, Dandelion, and Commander. I'm here. I'm scared. What's scaring you? I'm scared that you'll vanish too. Aww. It's okay, we won't. She pauses, then speaks again in almost incredible voice. I already have nowhere else to go. Frankly speaking, there seems to be something wrong with how she's speaking so frankly, but my instincts are telling me not to focus on that. Yeah, she's speaking very clearly. That's a good point. I have a feeling that if I do voice my suspicion, the girl will vanish like a soap bubble. Did anyone vanish down here? The people who once stood beside me are gone. The people who helped me in my struggle are gone. Everyone has suffered because she exists. However, the people who answer me should not become the new sacrifice. Upon saying this, she lowers her head and does not speak further. I go over words in my head, trying to extract the meaning from them. Perhaps all this is related to what happened. Alright. Perhaps all that related to what happened here. With that in mind, I begin looking around my surroundings. The elevator walls are covered in scars of battle, and it's plain to see they're all quiet or recent.
We encountered these unknown armed men and the Boo Gym from the time the signal went through until we touched down. So something must have happened here recently. Just as I'm thinking, the gate flies back and the elevator reaches the bottom floor. Commander, I have good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Ah, we got options, Commander. Nice. Start with the bad news. The bad news is that the following scenes might end up inducing stomach distress. However, they are also highly informative, so you'll be looking to them anyway. What's the good news? The good news is that Colourpaint's signal is on the move. Hopefully that means her frame is still functioning. We won't need to load her neural cloud for backup. How far from us is she? Coincidentally enough, Colourpaint is the same elevation as us. In other words, she might be at this in the base. Since Colourpaint is in here, then we'll have to go in. That makes me jealous. Would you come to see me if I were in danger? Obviously. Obviously, right? The answer's very important to me, you know. So don't try to bluff your way through this, Commander. Oh my gosh. I love her. Yeah. I hope nobody around me will end up in danger. That includes you, Dandelion. And if danger is unavoidable, I'll do my best to protect everyone. That's unfair, Commander. You're the one that needs our protection most of all, after all. Then let's do our best for each other. After our conversation ends, the gate flies up to her. Can you contact your defense systems? We could just walk right in with those defenses on our side. She shakes her head. You're so defensive. How boring. The gate flies in circles around her, and she wearily turns around to face the lion throughout her flight. Did you do all this? Girl? Please tell me you didn't. You smell like something out of this world. Let's go. I guide her hand to my sleeve, but I can't resist giving her a reminder. We'll be going deep into the tunnel after this. Things might get really dangerous, so make sure you hold on tight and don't run off. When I walk, you walk. When I stop, you stop. When I crouch down, look for cover and hide. If I don't come looking for you, don't come out. Got it? Got that? She tugs on my sleeve and nods. She remembers. What in the... Servants, Paradius units. Commander, why is that you don't seem the least bit surprised with these enemies? Technically speaking, I shouldn't be surprised, but mad as Benji. Unfortunately, I just fought them. These things inside will make you shocked and angry. Let's just start by getting these nuisances out of the way. Alright, well then. Let's get them out of the way then, shall we? Combat Stotto! Alright. But we should be able to auto this. So, we always find the best of places, don't we, everyone? This is not morbid or anything. Ugh. But oh my god. Wait, okay, we had a random lag spike. I apologize. I don't know why that happened, but we're good. But I am very scared. Hopefully things stay good, alright? We're not gonna have any issues. I'm totally not worried at all. Nope. Me? Worried? No. Don't pay attention to my face, okay? I'm not worried at all. Not worried at all. Anyway. What the... See what the future brings, I guess. Alright.
Luckily, we got these units out of thing, but I don't know if there's gonna be if it's another mission or a story thing for the final part. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, this is not looking good. Not looking good at the slightest at all. Ugh. That is very, very scary. Alright, well, we got them out of the way. The enemy are all down. I look carefully in case someone waiting for to ambush me. The gate's eye flashes a few times and the lion's voice speaks. Not the gate speakers, but directly into my earpiece. Looks like the final piece of the puzzle has appeared at last. What will you do now, Commander? Well, we've come all the way to an old friend's house now. Might as well sit down, make yourself comfortable, and see if there's anything of... Oh my gosh. Looks like this old friend of yours has fallen on tough times. There's a bunch of raw garbage in the corner, some out of place military supplies over there. It looks like they've been reduced to hiring contractors to mind the place. You should be praised for your work, Commander. We'll talk about this once we rip them out of their roots. That's strange. How come there's nobody keeping watch? Because I think they're finding, yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm starting to connect the dots here. So Boojum appeared nearby. The PMC appointed the security to move out to eliminate it. In the end, not only could they not beat the monster, but they even ran into us and they ended up getting wiped out. Well, it's an idea, but it's a missing out on a lot of details. Why did the Boojum show up near the Parada stronghold? And why are the PMCs had to go fight the Boojum in said stronghold since it was underground? It just doesn't make any sense unless the Boojum was escaping the stronghold and fleeing to the surface. Now that's an interesting guess. In that case, why didn't Helia seek the Boojum out? Why does she act like she knows this place so well? It looks at her, but she doesn't notice our gazing at her. Instead, she looks nervously further within. The girl has many secrets around her. I'm sure you must have seen a lot of strange things about her as well, right? There's no such thing as too strange when it comes to fully immune individuals. In addition to the really valuable visibilities, she seems to be a very strange relationship with the Boojum. Have you noticed that, Commander? I wouldn't have thought of things that way if you hadn't mentioned it. I suddenly remember the report that Groza gave me when we just received her. Part of it included the details of her appearing and the Boojum vanishing, and there just so happened to be a collapsed storm at the time too. So you're saying she can attract Boojums? It's just a guess. This place just happens to be a Parada space. We might have been able to find some information that corresponds with collaborates with the theory. Since you said as much today already, does that mean you already discovered something? Since you're so curious, then please follow me, Commander. The gate floats above my eyes once again. And after exiting the limbs before my midair, it wiggles around a bit before flying further in. It looks like it's trying to cat attached to how smug it is, but fortunately, it just comes off dorky since it's a gate. I chuckle to myself. It's true. It's true that her body instruments are more reliable in close environment like this one. I lightly tug at Helena, and she obediently moves forward for me. The terrain hasn't exactly complex. We all head down to the showcase, and every time we think that we're at the bottom, we find a similar pattern beyond, which is another staircase leading down. There's not a usual formation for the first 3 floors. However, as we pass the forefront, the gate suddenly comes into a halt.
Commander, you should rest here for a while. I'll go take a look up ahead.
So, okay, so the commander is actually exploring the area as the unit that we're finding arrives. Okay, so that's why they did it like this. Okay, I take back my previous statement because I was like, this is weird, but no, we're fine. I'll go look up. Around. Are there enemies? I lower my voice and prepare for trouble. You make it double? I'm not sure. Not sure? What do you find? The alien is silent for a while. The unchristian behavior sobers me up completely. It's strange. I can pick up a heat source, but it's very faint. Could it be a combat unit using some kind of special equipment? No, perhaps I should say it doesn't seem like it's a living person. Huh? The alien seems to have sensed my confusion. She uses the projector of the dinner gate. She's in display a visualization of her, finding that I'm subconsciously holding my breath. The image shows faint human shape, heat signatures standing together in an orderly manner. Inside what looks like 4 large glass specimen tanks. The heat sources do not move, like they are neatly arranged specimens. Are they severely radiated mutants? No, the mutation isn't complete. Normal human biocytes are still present. I have to hand it to Paradas. They're always exceeding my expectations. Commander, wait for me to give you the all clear. Before I can give the order, the gate flies deeper in. I can sense Dan's emotions through the tone of her voice just now. Time passes, second by second, minute by minute. I wait anxiously. Just as my patience is about to run out, the gate returns. How are things? You should probably see for yourself. The alien doesn't answer me directly. I follow the gate into the hidden room. If not for the alien's thermal sensors, given the conditions, I would never have been able to tell that there was a door in here. The gate electronic lock is unpowered. It opens with a light push, and the dim ground lights roughly illuminate the interior of the room. It is a big room, and there's 4 glass tanks neatly arranged in the middle. The tanks appear to be fully kind of fluid, and there's contents are unclear at the moment. The alien finds a port to control the terminal and skillfully connects the alien's cable to it. Upon seeing me slowly approach the tank what's inside, she thoughtfully turns on the tank's lights. What I see makes me restlessly draw a breath. The contents of the tanks are displayed by all ghastly light. Each tank is roughly 1 meter high and covered in clumsy prayers. There is some kind of vegetation whose name I can't follow in the tanks. While there are humans in different physiques, looks and ages of proportions. The humans and plants are suspended in different color liquids. The top and the bottom of each tank has 4 houses, different colors leading into them, completely biometry cycle like blood vessels. Although I was mentally prepared for this, seeing something this creepy still makes me want to throw up. Somewhat worried, I look at Helena, who has often followed me in the tank. However, she has placed her hand on the glass, as though she is biting the people inside of a wordless farewell. I trust this has made you equally shocked and angered? The gate cable connects to the control terminal. The screen immediately fills with the folders opening up to their details. Just as looking at it makes my head spin. I bet Daiyan is making copies of everything. I think you pretty much guessed it by now. There's a lot of information in the system, which means fully decrypting the aliens will take a while here.
quite a while, so it's better to just dump it all in my database and crunch it at my leisure. Still, it's not like I've come away empty-handed. Take a look at what the serial number of these files, Commander. What are these serial numbers? These are folders containing basic personal information. They are encrypted because they don't contain any valuable information. Still, I managed to pick up some traces. Take a look at their surnames. Dossiers of 10 odd people flashed past my eyes. They all had the same surname. Wait, they're a family? Or perhaps they're the same race. That would probably be the more appropriate. One day of the room is shown here. I have dug and found out that all the people here have the same surname. Something suddenly comes to mind. This place where Bujin first thought was apparently an abandoned town. There were no residents to be found here, and I thought it was because they already fled. Could it be that everyone in the village has been captured for experiments? Paredes, what are those? Okay. What are those people done? One word is mentioned reportedly in the data. New species. And the fusion of flora and fauna. Does that seem familiar? Wait, could the David Bujin be... They're creating Bujams. To be precise, I think they're trying to fuse human bodies with various characteristics of class of radiation infused plants, though very rations of unknown fluid. There's a lot of misinformation. My guess is they're conducting experiments infusing live humans with plants and using different concentrations of bonding fluid to catalyze the reaction. The conclusion of this bonding fluid is unknown. The conclusions of the bonding fluids are unknown. Oh, so not entirely human, but with various animals mixed in too. Humans and plants, animals and plants, humans and animals and plants. Looks like irradiated plants are crucial carrier medium for these experiments. And there are also lines of special implanted cells. Daiyan, make sure you save all for all of this. Will do. I won't miss a single bite. Yana silently walks away from the tank and bows to them. Commander, can you help them? What? He reaches out and points to the glass tanks. Their pain looks in her eyes. Oh. Daiyan does not answer. Only the blinking red light on the gate flashes. From the lies, it seems these people of those tanks weren't put in for too long. Can we save them? That are beyond saving. Their bodies are too deeply fused for that. From the logs, they look like electricity's kernels from State Sec. They're from State Sec? Where they captured by Paratus. I can shut off the power to these things. That might put an end to the experiments here. I gotta hear her and silently nod. Let them rest. Thank you. Oh, oh, poor girl. Oh. She bows to me and Daiyan in the same way. At the same time, I hear an unsettling growl from the depth of the base. There's no doubt that's Bujin we just encountered. After hearing the noise, she glances at us, then runs to the base without looking back. Daiyan, follow us. Once you're finished downloading the data. After telling you how to do that, I proceed to give chase. I can sense something is about to happen. Oh, is this where the meetup happens? Are we gonna meet? Are we gonna meet? Please meet. Why am I meeping? Is this another battle or? Okay, yeah it is. All right, let's see. The final part. Let's go. Ah, we're gonna meet. We're gonna meet. Sorry, I know it's annoying. Meet. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop. Ugh.
Daiyan and the others rain fire on her and force her back, but she ducks behind a cover and boys take a fatal blow. The appointed time has not yet arrived. Forgive this insolent my lord and rain judgment upon those heretics. She raised her staff high amidst a deafening sinister sound, forcing the dolls to cover their ears to protect their hearing.
What is this girl doing?
Look out! She's moving! The Boojum seems to be rejuvenated by the sound and crawls out of the pit with all its might and shrugs out the plants, entangling it. Eventually, the Boojum emerged from the pit, devouring the flesh and sacrifice to restore the strength and wounds, and began to stitch together. The Boojum body is larger than before, but the monster thrashes around continuously as thought it's unable to control itself. She thumps to the ground. The sound makes the Boojum roar again and again, each cry more painful than the last. On top of the Boojum, below the three revolving orbs, a shadow vaguely shaped like a girl can barely be made out in its body. Helena! Yes! I knew it! Helena's in there! Dolphin can't hold herself back anymore, throws the caution to wind and runs up to the Boojum. Give her back! Give her back! Dolphin unloads her fire upon the Boojum. Wow. The Boojum raises its appendages and appears to counterattack. Miss Colophane! Daiyan rushes out and covers her as well, picking off the appendages, picking off the appendages as they try to smash with accurate gunfire. The other two fall behind her. Since there's no way for them to retreat, the dolls decide to utterly crush the monster here.
It can't be helped, big sis. We'll have to attack at once.
Now is our chance to defeat this monster while it's still weakened. We'll cover Miss Colophane together. Be careful, everyone. Let's go! Let's go. All right. Oh, that looks lovely. Ugh. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. All right, you want to play? All right. Let's play. This is disgusting. All right. Wait, can I hit? Wait, what? Okay, well, perfect. Okay. Okay, take cover and give a buff to the girls, Gorza. Yes, I am binding this one because this is the boss one. Okay, perfect. Okay. We need you. Yeah, just give it a direct attack. Okay. Now let's give a tactical assault. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay. 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 Ow. Ow. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that behind us, please. That should get rid of that issue. Okay. Deal with it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Is there any way we can get you to a safe location? There. There we go. Get that. Give the shield buff. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Girl, we need to get you away from that area. Can we get you to a better cover position? Guess that will have to work for right now. Yeah, let's do that. That will be fine right now. Okay. Perfect. Oh, we did it! Oh, that was easy. Hey, we did it. Let's go. That was amazing.
Heretics! Heretics! Oh, one and all!
The Bujum slowly falters under the doll's attack. Nauseating slime gushes out from the wounds. Although she wraps her staff on the ground, the monster seems unwilling to continue attacking the dolls.
Did we do it?
We need to keep pressing on. I'll save you once we defeat this thing. The dolls spread out, circling the Bujum and attacking the doll, and a look of despair across her face. But just then, the sapphire on the Bujum head straight shine in the blinding light. Her face fills with savage glee, as though she heard something.
The appointment time is upon us! I knew this trial would be set before me. I knew you would never abandon me. Thank you for answering me, your servant, my lord.
The sapphire shines light slices through the Bujum's body. Her slowly floats into view, and despite the Bujum wounds, is spewing slime everywhere. Her body is not touched by any of it. The Bujum howls in agony, but she pays it no heed. All she can do is glare coldly at her. She is fully in delay as she stands in front of the Bujum. She slaps maniacally as she has her step and falls to her knees before the monster. However, her face turns pale and twists as she roars in anger.
You're not her. You're not her. Where's my lord? I am here. I am here.
Oh. Okay. Shocked, she turns around and sees the other aim to her with a handgun.
Wait, what? My lord? This is from them. I'm returning it to you.
Hair fires and the bullet bursts clean in the torso.
Why?
Okay. I devoted myself almost faith.
Then rejoice, for today you will be a martyr.
She does not stop shooting for a moment. She fires again and again and pumping more bullets in. Wow. She collapses to the ground and her staff falls over. The Bujum in front of her collapses as well, as though its spine has been suddenly removed. Oh. As I catch up and come to a halt, staring in shock, I realize that she is holding my pistol. Although I can sense something strange happen to her with her, I did not expect there to be two Hellions standing in front of me.
Wait, what? Wait, there are two?
The one in front of me is raising her gun and pointing at the Hellion air. The two of them are silent, simply staring at each other. Shortly afterwards, the one in the air speaks first.
D68, you are not chosen. What a shame. I never wanted to be chosen. Everything we believed in was a lie. Is it? Why is the resident of the only thing came of the ritual? She was the one who resonated with me. She saved me, so get the Benji out of her body. To think you would have sacrificed so much just to do something so meaningless. This is the only place of meaning to it. I want to save the people here. I was so close to the success. Why? Why was it you again? You traitor. You betrayed all of us.
There's a vicious glint of eyes as the helmet before me. She pulls the weapon and the flash fires her entire magazine. However, the spheres of glowing bullets are easily melted. She is mid-air and looks down sorrowfully towards the ground, making her final statement.
Betrayed you? You are the one who betrayed us. Scum who abandoned their faith and their mission onto the spear here. The sphere has begun the so-called airborne hunter. An energy beam gathers the orb and is about to fire. Dandelion, take control over the defense systems now. On it. I rush out and grab her before jumping. Thanks to analyst interference, the energy beam thrown out the target and doesn't hit me. The dolls from afar see me and immediately head in my direction. Commander! I knew it! The commander was here after all. Is that the commander you keep talking about? Why do you think our commander still looks as awesome as ever, even after all these years? The dolls run out to me and press themselves against me. Fortunately, the senses don't initiate a second round of attacks. 95? 97? What are you girls doing here? It's fate. It's a long story, Commander, but Miss Colby over here brought us to look for you. Is that so? I'm glad you're okay too, Colby. Thank you for saving me back then. You're me now, Commander. Colby happily flashes me a thumbs up. Then she looks at Helena in the air before exclaiming her surprise. What is going on? 2 of them? The airborne looks at us in amusement. She does not seem to intend to attack us or serious. Instead, she looks thoughtfully. Well, someone initially showed up. I didn't expect us to meet so soon. Who are you? I am the conscience who is similar to someone you know well. A lot has happened between us. A lot will happen between us soon. However, her voice starts to sound strange. You need to survive until then. A vicious wave of gunfire slowly sweeps from afar. It seems that various passions lay down armed troops who look like that we fought earlier, but whose helmets have been painted dark. Enemy reinforcements! Didn't the PMC just now said the reinforcement incoming? They came really quick, don't you think? Prioritize protecting the commander. Lay down suppressive fire. We'll be withdrawing from this passage. I reach out to Helena. She hesitates for a moment before returning my hand to me. I wave at Colfain and she immediately joins me cover. Colfain, bring your rear. Everyone else, form up to me. Will do. Colfain grabs his hand and runs towards the tunnel I'm pointing. However, before she reaches the entrance, cuts the tunnel and comes back with Helena in tow. Commander, there are enemies coming from the rear too. Darn it, we're surrounded. Get away. Move behind the commander, intercept the enemies there. Okay. Bullets are flying on our way to the tunnel just now, forcing us to leapfrog between cover. At least we end up getting caught in a crossfire. Think so, look, Commander. At long last, it's time for you to flex your leadership skills. Do you seriously think it's the time for something like that? The dolls fire back at the enemy, but the reinforcements vastly outnumber us, and we were soon almost completely suppressed by our enemy. How many more enemies are there? There should be at least 50 according to your scans, right? Is there another way? As you at least you can see, right now, I'm just a diner. Look, I'm being serious here. In that case, we should be able to solve the problem handling once our reinforcements arrive, right? Reinforcements? Where are you getting reinforcements from? Just then, a familiar yet unfamiliar voice enters your face. The moment I do, I know we've been tossed a lifeline. What? Let's go! Generosity for the win! Let's bloody go! Yes! Oh! Commander, do you read me? Loud and clear. We received Miss Danley's distress signal, and we're now approaching your location. May Autos come too. Wait for me, Commander. Don't die down there. This is so cool! Ah! All the girls from the events are here. Let's go! Confirm. Let's see the final scene. Let's see this. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I'm tearing up with excitement. This is so cool. Ah! Ah, this is so cool. No. No! You! Oh, you! No!
I want more. You. Ah. No, that's so rude. That's so rude. Not at that cliffhanger. No. No. Ah. No, I'm tearing up. I wanted to see more. You're mean. You cannot just stay. Oh, by the way, here's everybody else. If we see Springfield, I'm going to scream. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want chapter 9 now. I want chapter 9 now. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, we have so many questions. Okay, like number 1, what is going on? Why are there two of the girls? Number 2, what is going? What do you mean that one betrayed the other? What's the voice in there? And what is going on? There's so many questions. Oh my gosh, I'm tearing up. Like, I am actually tearing up when I saw. Sorry. When I saw when I saw the girls, like when I saw that maid outfit, I'm like, no way. I was screaming. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I am just so excited right now. I'm trying to center myself. And when I saw Macchiato, like Macchiato's here too, I almost screamed bloody. Okay. This is so awesome. This event was amazing. I'm so glad I waited because I was gonna do this late at night, but I'm so glad I waited until now to do it. To do this. For those of you wondering, watching the video, I'm streaming this in the morning. Well, actually it's afternoon now, but usually when I do my Thursday and Friday streams, I do them in the morning and go into the evening. But oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was so cool. I'm so mad though. You had to leave it on that cliffhanger. You couldn't give me a 1-10. How could you? But alright. But anyway, that is so cool. I loved every single moment of this event. This event was fantastic. I need 10. I need 10. I need 10 right now. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. 10 was just amazing. I can't wait to see what 10 will bring. That was so cool. This was a really cool event. I loved every moment of it. We also have this experimental survey. I might make a separate video on it and just see if it's just like gameplay of it. I probably won't make a video of it, but that was an amazing event. I screamed and tapped my legs because that was so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was so cool, and I'm very happy that I saw that. But anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed too. If you liked the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe for more and ring that bell. Uploads are usually done every day on this channel, so you should get a video pretty much every day. However, if you want to see them live, I live stream on Twitch, pun_knee at twitch.com. Come on by. This was really cool, really amazing. I can't wait to see more. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I know I did. This was amazing. And I'll see you all later. Peace. Pun.